morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I hope everybody is well. Once again, it's Monday morning, September the 9th, and we're getting ready now for a busy week ahead. We've got, of course, a busy day today preparing for the upcoming FOMC report. We're calling it NVIDIA Day. Do expect a lot of volatility with all stocks, particularly NVIDIA, which is virtually like a meme stock at the moment, driving the markets in one direction or the other. But tomorrow night, of course, the studio is going to turn red and blue in the colors of the United States of America as we are hosting the debate tomorrow night. For the most honest, comprehensive information, we're going to bring you the unedited, as it comes, as it's live, debate, and then there'll be discussion before and after the debate. There'll be live phone-ins, there'll be fact-checking, all kinds of stuff, and a few special surprises as well with that tomorrow night. So that's tomorrow. Then we've got the FOMC report going forward. We've got that next week as well. It's a big day on Wednesday. Expect a lot of volatility. We've even got tomorrow night, believe it or not, the GameStop earnings. I don't think I can cover it. I'm pretty sure I can't. It might be overlapping with the build-up, should I say, at least anyway, with the debate. So I'm not sure if we're going to be covering that. I'm trying to see if I can do it, but I don't think I can. But I'll keep you posted with that one. So a lot going on. Now we are up today. We're going to try and do some more reviews. We're getting through more and more reviews. I'm not asking anyone to do any super chats at the moment. Want to get through all the reviews. Thank you for Bill for contacting me and Mike. Stacey Bailey. I did reach out to Mike and Bill, and I have their addresses, and I'm going to forward on their mugs. And Mike didn't know what the mug was for, by the way. He was like, he said, what's all the mug about? And I said, Stacey Bailey bought you a mug, a 3rd anniversary. But that's all good. I'm not sure what happened, Stacey. I don't know how it got missed. I really don't know how it got missed, but I will be sending immediately Mike a 3rd anniversary mug and Bill a 3rd anniversary mug. I have their addresses now, but you said in your message I'd sent you the money to cover it. It doesn't actually cover it. Unfortunately, I wish it did, but that doesn't matter. I'm just telling you, it doesn't, because of the bits and pieces that come out from YouTube and commission, and I pay tax on it and yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. The point was, I'm sorry it got delayed. I just wanted to bring you up to date, to speed. I have been in contact with Mike and Bill, and I will be getting that sent out today. I might not send it out today, but it's on the top of my list to get done. Does that make sense? I hope that's good. Oh, look at that. You didn't need to do that. I just want to explain to you. I just want to explain the whole thing, but you didn't need to do that. That's very kind of you. But anyway, so that sounds like I was asking for it now, wasn't it? But I wasn't. I just like to explain everything because you thought it did and it didn't, and I just wanted to explain it all because maybe too much information. Too much information? Probably. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Stacey, Mike wanted to thank you in person. He said in the text to him. So here he goes. And I'm sure Bill will do the same.
Stacey Bailey donated $10 through a super chat. I appreciate you. No worries.
Not at all. I'm sorry it got delayed. I don't know how it got missed, but I do have it now, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Now, Stacey Bailey, talking of you, Mike, and some of the founder members. I don't know if you saw. Hopefully you did. But you all have your own videos now. Did you all see these? On the music channel? There's Somewhere Only We Know, starring a chicken and Stacey's daughter. There you go on the thumbnail. We've got Zach Zate here. He has his own video there. There's Zach Zate. There's Stacy and her daughter. They're doing something fun there. Look, dancing around. Leah said, I don't notice everything, of course, but she said, did you realise Stacy had 3 or 4 costume changes? I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I thought it would be fun to make members, the Lucasades videos and give you your own videos. We did one for MSK as well. Get it on. Zach Zate appeared in another one. I couldn't quite get Mike the way I wanted it. I'm just grabbing screenshots. It's difficult. Stacey Bailey, there was quite a sort of an attitude picture. I thought that was kind of cool. Her and her daughter, look, kind of cool. So there you go. If you enjoy these videos, they are very fun to watch. I have to say, if you've not seen the music channel and the way the Lucasades party on a Friday night, you've got to go and check this out. You really will. I actually love doing this now. This is so much fun. Doing my live concerts on a Friday in the price prediction, the last hour of that 3-hour show, we get all the Lucasades to phone in and be on the show, and it's really quite cool. So anyway, I'll give you the link to the music channel, and you can go and check that out. I'll do that now. I might have to do my usual. Yeah, here we go. Every morning. Let me just re-sign in. It's something I have to do every day now, it seems. There we go. Okay, let me do that. Go and check it out. I think you'll really find it fun. It's just so much fun for me to watch. I laugh all the time when I'm watching it. So I can't be the only one enjoying it. I think it's ace. Yeah. Makes the videos really exciting to watch. There's always something happening new. The Lucasades are always doing something crazy, and it's just brilliant. Yeah, we got costume changes, we have props, we have humor, we have emotion, we have tears. We have it all. It's really quite cool to watch. And I'm calling them World Party because we're getting people all around the world tuning in and being part of it. And don't miss out on it. Right, I should be able to send you the link now, so let me do it. Yeah, there's my alpha spread if you want that. There's the music channel. There it is. If you want to get yourself into that and have a little look at what's going on, please do do that. There it is. You got the music channel. There it is. If you want to become a member of the channel, there's the link. Instagram. There's my X. There's the all links. There's the extra channel. And then, of course, there's Discord as well. Right. Everyone's got all the links. Right, now then, I've got some Bitcoin news. I've got Boom to Zero, as Crash to Boom is the name of the show today. As you can see, we're doing well. We're finally green again, up nearly $1,000 today, which is nice. Let me read some of the comments before we carry on. David, good morning, family. PLTR up over % pre-market. Be careful, though. I think PLTR, I put a warning out. PLTR now is like 178 times earnings. I don't care how good that is. You've got to consider overpaying for anything. You can't just overpay because it'll always sell off. Just be careful. Buying a great business when it was $9 was brilliant. That was investing. Now you're chasing. And I just think if you're going to chase, I'm not so sure that's the best strategy. But anyway, you've got to do what's right for you. But I wouldn't be chasing it now. It's way too expensive. It'll grow into it, but 178 times earnings, it's got to grow into it a lot. Good morning, David Ewan. Hello from Ohio. Donald, welcome to the family. Pre-market is a lot of green. Hope it rolls over to the market hours as well. Tan Pek Hong, hey, from Singapore every day. How are you, mate? Tan joined us on the concert the other night. Hi, Tan. Hi, David. Morning. Oh, I'm going to give you something, by the way. Hi, Stacey. Morning, Mike and Stacey. Got to get better. My daughter asked me, what was I gonna do with my life? The month Martin is gone. That's true. That's true. I don't know what you're gonna do. It's gonna be a disaster for you. I understand that. Life will come to an end as we know it. But what I want to do is I am now recording some little bits, little tidbits, little tips and tricks every morning, every closing bell while I'm away. And they're all going to premiere every morning and every evening at the same time as normal. So please be on time because the premiere will come out. However, if you miss the premiere, that's fine. You can watch it back later. But every morning on the opening bell and the closing bell, I will have a video a little message I'm sending out to everybody. And it'll be every show while I'm away. But I am taking the month off. I haven't taken a break for 2 years. I don't miss shows. I don't come on. I'm here every day. I need a break. Said David. Hi, Leah. Morning, Martin and the Lucas Age. Good morning. Got a hurricane headed towards my house. David Ewan. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I understand what that's like. I experienced Hurricane Irma. I lived through it in St. Martin. I was there. One of the largest hurricanes in history, and the island was wiped out, and we were caught up in the middle of it. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Martin, Stacey. You're welcome, Bill. Bill is back. Yes. Where at, David? Yeah, we're South Louisiana. David. Mike. Good morning, Bill. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Martin. You're welcome. I'm just sending it out. I mean, it's Stacey really who's done all the work there. Afternoon, everyone. Great to hear from you, Bill. Only asked about you the other day. Prayers to you, buddy. Team Fusion. There you go. Stacey, you're the best. Thank you for the super chat, Stacey. Tell me what I owe, and I'll cover it. Stacey, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I said that before you said that, so don't feel bad. Just look a while. Took a while to go through. Oh, okay. No, don't worry about it. I just, you know me. I just give all the information. I just put all the information out there. I answer every question. Whatever's asked, I answer. And, sometimes it's not pretty. It is the facts, though, just telling you. Right. Let's move on. Tell me what I owe. It's fine. I sent that before. I realized that now. I feel good now. Because now I felt bad. I thought, oh, my God, she thinks I'm asking for money. And I wasn't asking for money. Well, I am. In a very subtle way. It just looks like I'm not. Too much information again, Martin. Too much information. Yeah. Manipulation. Stop manipulation. Now you're doing Lucas Aidman. Yeah. Stop talking. Yeah, I'll stop. Good morning, everybody. Happy birthday, Mr. Bond. James Bond is not here. Where is he? Where is Mr. Bond this morning? He's not in. We've got a birthday boy this morning. Very nice of Zach to remember that before he came in. So, of course, we're going to blow up the channel when he arrives. Good morning. I saw it. Morning, Stormtroopers. Ed Nevius. Here he is, Mr. Scalp Trade. Many people join Discord just to be able to get scalp trade tips from Ed Nevius now. We've got over 600 members now to Discord. And let me just tell you, folks, we could have thousands. We got to 1,000 before, and I basically culled all of the non-members. So we could have tens of thousands by now if I made it a public server again. It is Discovery, but I don't allow anybody in that's not a member. Otherwise, Ed Nevius would be overwhelmed, as we all would, and it would be full of nonsense. By the way, have I done the security this morning? Can everyone tell me, have you all seen a benefit with Discord? Have you all seen a benefit with Discord? Because basically what I've done, and unfortunately I have to do it every morning. There's not a way to permanently turn it off, but I've turned off, and I have to do it every 24 hours. Just done it again. Direct messaging. You can direct message each other, but only friends. So what I'm saying to you is only message people, and you can look in the profile that are friends of mine. And I only friend people that are members. Period. Full stop. So please do not accept a friend request from Martyn Lucas, because it's not me. Send me a friend request and I'll accept it with the correct spelling. That way, you're not talking to bots. You're not talking to scammers. A lot of you, very smart people here, A lot of smart people have been duped. So don't think, oh, well, I'm smart enough. No, a lot of people have been duped. And I ban people every day. I mean, I woke up this morning, woke up this morning and I've got another, I don't know, 10, 20 people that want to be in Discord. They want to be in Discord. Now, none of these I know are members. Now, two of these might be a member. I don't know. And if you are a member and you haven't been upgraded and you can't see anything, come into the chat and I'll upgrade you. But I don't let people in unless they are members and we know them. So there you go. I can't even do this that dance. It was so hard. It was brilliant. It was brilliant watching you do New York, New York, and your daughter doing the backflips on the trampoline. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So what I'm going to do, actually, as we're just talking about it, just for a moment, I want to ask you, because I am really, really enjoying. Hang on, let me do this way. Let me do it this way. I'm really enjoying this global party where everyone joins in. I think it's a real, amazing thing. I am just so thrilled to be able to be part of it and do it and stuff like that. And I really think it could get, really something special around the world. So what I want you to do is this, okay? Because it's very, very hard to promote my music. No one cares anymore unless you're famous or whatever. No one searches for you. It's very, very difficult. Or unless you're just something really stupid or you're really bad. It's very hard to promote music. It really, really is. I struggle all the time. It doesn't matter how good the video is. So I know we're going to build this. The music channel's growing every day now. But it's still a long way to go before it even, before anything takes off. You can see these videos are absolutely hilarious, but they're all at 25 views, 50 views. Just a handful of people watch them, just our members. So what YouTube need is some algorithm. They need to see who's watching so they can share it out to people like you. So I think this was a really, really funny playlist. We've got all our members here starred in them. It's all 4K. It's all big screen. It looks great. What I want to do is give everyone the playlist. Because if you click here, look, play all. Can you see that there? Look, play all. There's 6 in the series. And if you watched those 6, I guarantee you'd have a lot of fun. You'd really enjoy it. But also, if the YouTube algorithm gets people all over the world watching, it's going to share it out. And the reason why I want to do that, it doesn't make me any ads, but all the money goes to the copyright owner because it's all copyrighted music. I want you to do it because I want to fill up all those spots and I want people all over the world tuning in because I see how much fun it is, and I think we can bring the world together. We can have people all over the world singing and dancing with us, playing instruments, having fun. I think it can be such a fun thing, and it can explode. And if we can put that out in the world, wouldn't it be great? So, global, I'm going to give you the link now. If everyone can click on the playlist, you can have it running now in the background if you want. Global Party Playlist. Click play all. And then you can loop it if you want. Right. There you go. There you go. I'm going to pin that to the top as well. All right. Okay. I'll save that message. I'll give it again later. All right. Global Party Playlist. Click play all. There you go. Right. There you go. I've got it now. So anyway, if you get time, that would be absolutely amazing. I think we can do so much with this. Have so much fun with it. Right. Let me get through the comments, and I've got some news for you. I can't even do the dance. You did great. Hi, Ed. Good morning, Octavio. Hi, Steve W. Good morning, Live in Hell. Leah and Martin, thank you so much for the Friday party. It's amazing what you did, what you created, and it's not a Friday without, Zach, Did you see your video? You had your own video as well. It was amazing. I love doing it. And I think people are going to do more. All the props that Zach comes with, he gets out of his car, he dances, we've got costume changes. Mike just goes mental. Mike just goes mental. I mean, Mike comes on the camera and just goes, rah! I mean, I can't even do it because I get vertigo. My little crystals will come out of my ears. So I just think it's hard to sing the songs when you're laughing. Mike, I tried to get the snake to dance, but I couldn't make the Friday show, but I watched the whole thing already and I missed the fun. Matt Dillon, try and tune in next week live. We want you on the screen. We want you part of it. Bring your family and friends. Good afternoon from Cloudy Rugby. I knew it was coming. Do you know much about Felix and Friends and Lucas? Do you know much about Felix and Friends, Lucas Aids? No idea. No, I don't. Who are they? Who are they? Remember, we're Lucas with an S, not a Z. Who are they? Tell me all about it. It all seems too good to be true. What's too good to be true? Tell me all about it. Yes, I saw the dance snake trying to dance with Stacey. Yeah, something disturbing there. I can't get over Martyn's vocal range. Thank you, Matt Dillon. That's cool. Nothing to do with me. I always tell people that. I say I inherited it from my family. I mean, what did I have to do with it? I think it's very important for us to always remember that. Anyone who has a talent or a gift, remember, it was given to you by your parents. I mean, both my mum and dad were very successful, pretty famous singers, very, very good. My dad played support for the Beatles once in a band, and, they were both very good. So, they got together, they made me, and I can sing a little bit. But there you go. I mean, what do? It just works. You either sing or you can't, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's not really, I watch Felix and Friends as well. Send me the link on Discord. I want to know what that's all about. Good morning, Rick McGrath. Good morning to you, Rick McGrath. Talking of Rick McGrath, very, very important. It's our daily visit to our sponsor. We have one sponsor at the moment. Team Fusion's taking a break as he's going away. Oh, I do hope, and I'm going to ask now. This is a little beg. I don't mind embarrassing myself. I'll be honest. The members are what keeps this channel alive. And it's always a bit scary working for yourself, self-employed, because you take time off, you lose money. You don't get paid to go on holiday. No, I take a month off. It's going to cost me my wages, right? Please, I'm just going to say it. If you can, keep your memberships through the time I'm away. I appreciate it, and I will make it up to you. And I also am recording videos to come out every morning and every evening at the opening and closing bell, every day, every trading day throughout October, okay? With little bits of information, my little tips and tricks and little jokes and fun things every morning, just to keep the family together so you don't get out of the routine. Basically, I don't care about the routine. I just don't want to lose my income. All right. If I don't do anything, you'll find some other YouTube channel. They won't be as good. But you'll just go, well, there's nothing else to watch. I'm watching that. And you'll fall out of the routine. And then you'll go, no point being a member, delete. You won't think, hang on, this is Martyn's income. If it's only a couple of bucks, but if everyone does it, he's bankrupt. Yeah, exactly. Think about me. I've done nothing but think about you for 3 years. Now think about me. There you go. It's honest. I don't really care. I just don't want to lose my job. All right? There it is. It's on the plate now. It's there in black and white. Oh, God. Anyway. So there you go. So talking of members, talking about our sponsorship, we have a sponsor member here. Now, this is a wonderful sponsor. He's actually paying $99 to help others. He's promoting his YouTube channel, but his YouTube channel is to help others. And we started this YouTube channel with Rick the other day. I think it's about 2 weeks ago, became a member, and he had, I think, 4 or 8 subscribers. I can't remember how many it was. And he's now on the homepage of our channel, so he's getting more views all the time. But what he's doing, he's not trying to build a YouTube channel so he can be a rock star like me, if I was a rock star, which I'm not, right? If he was, he's not. He's using it to promote this guy here who's doing fundraising for this family. Nice, isn't it? Nice, isn't it? So we don't ask you to do anything, buy anything, download anything, but please, as Rick McGrath is one of our members, he pays $99 of his hard-earned money. So could everybody? He's on the homepage of the channel. That's how we get subscribers all the time. He lives there all the time, as do all our sponsors. There is the link. Everybody now, think about this. Just subscribe to his channel. You haven't got to buy anything, download anything. You don't have to give to charity if you don't want to, but check out the videos. They're great. You might find it interesting. You might want to support his mate's charity. Whatever you want to do, just help a member grow. Because remember, when you need something, when you want to promote something, we're all going to do it for you. Karma, I call it. And I always believe, give out to good people and good stuff comes back. So I'm going to come back to that. And today we're going to get to 50 because at 100, he can stream live like me. He'll look just like this. So we want to get to 50 today, halfway there. Has everyone done it? I bet I've seen it go up at least one. How many people are watching? 80 people watching. 80 people watching. Do something nice for one of our members. Are you ready? Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 42 is now 43. It's gone up one. We could do better than one. Can we do better than one? Can we do better than one today? I mean, it was only 4 a couple of weeks ago. You know what I mean? So it's 43, done pretty well. But wait till the FOMC report. I'm going to have about 40,000 watch. So I'm going to go for it that day. I'm going to go for it. Team Fusion, you sure you don't want to be a sponsor on that day? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 44. Okay, thank you very much. We didn't quite get to 50, but we got another couple. There you go. Right. He had fun playing Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan. Is that Lieutenant Dan? I love Lieutenant Dan. That's Forrest Gump. Good afternoon, Lucas AIDS. Or I am pre-menopausal. I think men get it as well. Hello from England, Danny Daly. Welcome, Danny. Is that England? Well, that is the England flag, but it could also be, I think it could also be Florida. I think Florida has that cross as well, but it's a St. George cross. It's England flag. Morning, new to channel, seen a few videos. I would say, love your honesty. Glad I found you. Joseph Rodriguez, welcome to you. Where you from? Come and say hello. Probably the latter, Stacey. Probably Mike. Morning, Philip Hamby. Vanessa, good grand morning. We missed you, Vanessa. We were up to 7 spots filled. You would have been number 8. We were nearly there, filling our spots. We had such a great day. Don't miss it again. Remember, we've only got 2 more before I take a break. After that, you get nothing. No global party. I've got some news in a minute about the crash and boom. I've also got news in a minute about this Bitcoin, so don't go away. I'm just getting through all the members' comments, all right? Half an hour before the bell. Dylan, good morning to you. Let's dance. I think he had on his red shoes and dance the blues. Yes, that's right. Now then, did everybody click the global party playlist? I'm going to go and check in a minute. Mike said he's doing it now. He's got it on loop. I really want to promote this to the world. I want next Friday, we've only got 2 Fridays to go. I want next Friday to fill all 10 spots. And all over the world, people call in. It's getting better and better and better. And tomorrow night, we're going to have a lot of people watching for our US election debate. And the studio will all be in the United States tomorrow night. Look out for that. Don't miss it. Martin, did you see what I put in the scam alert? Someone didn't get your name exactly right. I know, Dylan. I tell people all the time, please do not accept friend requests. Someone didn't get your name exactly right. Yeah. I mean, Martyn Lucas with a 1. Yeah, I know. I get rid of them all the time. Has everyone noticed it's much better now? You should be getting less because I am stopping. I've turned off. I have to do it every day. Direct messages from people that aren't your friends. So it should be better. Keeping close to an eye on Scalp only. Well, we got a Scalp alert. Sint, S-I-N-T. All right, let me jump to it. S-I-N-T. This is our scalp alert this morning for Ed Nevius. Ed Nevius provides free scalp training. He's learned how to do it. He's paid to learn. He's done the courses. He's giving it to you for free. It's one of the perks of being a member of Discord. However, before you go, oh, great, I want free training, one-on-one, I want that. You can, and there is the link. However, if you click on the Discord link, you will not see anything. So what's the point? Don't do it. Right? It's for members only. However, if you are a member, you won't see anything until I upgrade you manually. You need to give me your username in the chat. Also, if you don't want to be a member, but you'd like it anyway, you can do it, become a Discord subscriber. So those often say, well, I want the benefits, but I don't want to be a YouTube member. That's fine. Then you have to be a Discord subscriber. You have to be one of the two. We're not just opening it up publicly because it would be ruined. James 007. I still not see James. Oh, hang on. Is James in now? We've been looking for James. I was almost duped by scammers and they directed me to a copy trading website. That's right. Be careful. I keep telling people over and over again. I've got loads of videos about it. Hi, Martin. Over the weekend, I saw a lot of comments about NVIDIA with people saying the company is deciding whether declining and predicting that 90 will be maximum value in the next 2 years. That is rubbish. That is rubbish. That's not going to happen. By Martin in 2 days' time, the Beatles song, When I'm 64. By Martin in 2 days' time, the Beatles song, When I'm 64, will have been written for me. I assume you know it and might play it for me. Matt Dillon, you are a member of the channel, and on Friday night, if you tune in to the party, I absolutely will sing you When I'm 64. Absolutely right. Plus, we'll do your birthday live on this show the day it's your birthday. Remind me. It's a member's perk. My business started with an idea and a laptop. 6 years later, we are a solid company and we did not have the exposure you have. So I have absolute confidence the music channel will take off. Thank you, Team Fusion. Thank you. Thank you. To think this, 24. Looping now. There you go. Mike's doing it. Mike's doing it. Mike's looping it. Mike's looping the party. Lovely. Year-old mind stuck in 64 years old body is unbelievable. Didn't Felix and friends get exposed for being a scammer with their trading platform? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Andrew Phillips. Good morning, Lance Strength. If anyone knows Bondic Saints, it's done. Boom. Ha. Just subscribed. Zach helped out. Thank you, Zach. I knew he would. I already did it, says Stacey. Go, Rick. Just subscribed. Steve Wally. Lucas AIDS. Here he is. James 007, one of our top members, a moderator. Now, I want to put a huge thank you out. It's James's birthday today. We're going to celebrate it. So here comes the smoke. We're doing it right now. We're going to do a birthday right now. So James, this is your moment on the show. Happy birthday, right? So James, we're about to celebrate your birthday, mate. Now, what you want to do now is get all your family and friends in because you can get to keep this video. What are we going to do? This is what we're going to do. Here we go. Right. Let me bring this up. All messages. Let me go over to here. We're going to go to the studio behind me in a couple of seconds' time. There it is. Let me just get rid of that a minute so it's all about you. Unpin that. Now, all the comments in the chat are going to roll through. They're going to roll through. Happy birthday, James. I want to give a huge shout out to anyone who's a member can have this perk. We're going to do a happy birthday before the bell goes. We've got Bitcoin news. We've got PLTR news. We've got stock market crash news. All of that coming up in just a second. But stand by. We're about to do this for one of our members. But just before we celebrate, I want a special shout out to James, because James is one of our best moderators. Not only does he do a great job as a member, not only is he just got his 1 year badge, but he also actively promotes and helps and supports our music channel. He's always, both channels, in fact, all three, the whole network, he's always dropping in going, like the channel, leave a comment, subscribe to Martin's channel. He does it all the time on all of the channels. He works hard. He loves it. He's a real, I'm really, thankful to have James as one of our members. So thank you, James. We all appreciate you. You do a great job. and it wouldn't be the same without you. And of course, our cup of tea in the morning. So James, this is for you on your birthday, out of one of my mugs. If you want one of my mugs, look below the video, you can get a mug. There we go, James. So your birthday, it's your time now. So what you do, James, is this. I hope you've got everybody now tuned in, because you might need to refresh the screen. Look, I refreshed the screen, and when I refresh the screen, it brings up the clip button. Now, when I start doing this, you can clip it, and basically you can name it. You can call it James 007 birthday. You can share that clip. You will own a piece of this video. You can share it on your social media. We have clips for YouTube, on Discord, so everyone can celebrate your birthday. Others might do it for you, whatever. And it does a 1-minute clip. And if anyone watches it, clicks on it, they can watch past that minute, but it gives you your very own video. All you got to do is clip underneath, name it what you want, you own it, copyright free, it belongs to you, and wherever you put that, I will, if I see a copyright, that you've used it, I will always authorize it's okay to be used, and you have your very own video. Right, so now we're going to celebrate the birthday of James. Have we got enough smoke in the studio? Just about. Give it another 10 seconds. So everybody, roll it through. If it's your birthday and you're a member, you get this perk as well. Right, let me get in the hot seat. Here we go. Okay, everybody. I want to see copy and paste happy birthday rolling through the chat. Here we go. Okay. All right, fantastic. So this is James' birthday right now. Let me just change that a minute. Okay. All right. It's birthday time. You ready? Okay. James, happy birthday, and thank you for everything you do for our channel. Everyone really appreciates you and loves you here on the channel, so thank you so, so much indeed. Today, though, is your special day, your birthday, and don't forget, if you clip the little button underneath it, little pair of scissors, you will get to own this, and now everybody around the world is sharing their love for you. It's your birthday, so let's get into it. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, no, 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 to you. Happy birthday, James 007. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy birthday, James 007. Happy birthday to you. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James 007, yeah. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. Yeah, yeah. Happy birthday, James. Happy birthday, mate. Thank you very much indeed for being a great member of our family, and have a wonderful day today here on your birthday. Cheers, mate. All right. Okay, let's knock that down. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Always enjoy the birthdays. Can't wait for when I'm 64. That'll be a good one too. All right. Let's turn this around. Fantastic. Woohoo! Do enjoy a good birthday. I always forget to turn that camera around. That's getting old, that is. Right, there you go. So if it's your birthday, we'll do that for you too. Let's come back to here. Get ready. We've got a few minutes to go before the bell goes. Nice and green today. Lots of happy birthdays. I'm loving it. Happy birthdays all the way through. Look at that. Couldn't be better. Everybody did it. Thank you, Martin, and all the Lucas A's. It's much appreciated. Happy birthday, James 007. James, there you go. You know what, James? We should have had your phone in. In fact, from now on your birthday, try and phone in and be on the camera. If you've not yet seen how we do that, this is what we do. We have you in these spots. We perhaps should have had James on the show. So if from now on, we'll put that in as well. So from now on, if we do this, birthdays like this, you need to be in one of these spots. Not need to, but it's an option. A new thing. We'll add it to the benefits and the perks. You could be live on the show in your own birthday party, all right? I'm not sure what's going on here about this Felix chap. I don't know who he is. No idea. Hope we can have many more, James. That's right. Birthday tea time. Happy birthday, some Zach. Everyone's wished you luck. Lucas A's, happy birthday, DJ Hayes. I can't believe it's my birthday, and I'm 1 year member now too. Happy times. You are. You've got a 1 year badge now. Thank you very much indeed for that. I am down $54, and if not for you, I would be pretty panicked. But I feel strong with 2,000 shares of 2,000 Serve Robotics, 200 NVDL, and 1,600 NVIDIA. I just need to chill. So thanks. Without you, I might mess up big time. Well, Matt Dillon, you're doing your own thing. I'm just simply bringing you the news, the facts, what's going on. I never lose money. I never lose money. I did when I started, but I don't anymore. I've not done since January, and I will never lose money again. I make money. It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. You've got to learn that strategy. What do you think about ASTS is going to do today? I don't know, Cherish Roby. I've not looked at it. I'd need to review it for you. If you're a member, I can do that for you. Charlotte May Weddings, sponsorship renewed. Oh, no way. Charlotte May Weddings is back. I can't believe it. Charlotte May Weddings. We're back. Yes, we're not going anywhere. Charlotte, I've got to bring it up now. Charlotte, hang on then, because I closed it out. Charlotte May Weddings. I've got to bring it up now. I can see it ranks up higher on YouTube now as well. Yeah, just saying. That's because of me. Yeah, that's because of me. So, ladies and gentlemen, our member is back. Thank you very much indeed. Charlotte May Weddings is back once again. You don't want to miss it for all the big events anywhere. Just saying. I mean, we've got the FOMC report. That could be 40,000. Do expect to see maybe 10,000 tomorrow night. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have two sponsors. Did I take you off the homepage? Have I got time to fix it? Let me have a look. It's scheduled to be removed end of the week. So you're still there. So there you go. Here it is. You're still on the homepage of the channel. Charlotte May Wedding. So you know what you have to do? One of our members. There you go. There he is, right next to Rick McGrath, our 2 members here. Absolutely great. You do realize, I think you said, didn't you, promote the website. So we'll do that, but extra treat, right? Or you always deliver more, right? So again, another one of our sponsors. We got time before the bell. We've got all the news coming up, folks. Again, if you want to help one of our members, we don't take corporate sponsorship from anyone, and they've tried. And I say, no, you have to be a member. You have to watch the show. To be, it doesn't matter how much money you've got. I've been offered it. I'd say no all the time. So all you got to do is click on their website. Don't buy anything, download anything. All we want to do is make Charlotte May Weddings the #1 wedding website in the world. And if we've got people all over the world clicking on it, it's obvious it's going to rank up. So when people look for it, it's what comes up first. Obvious. Has everyone done that? Marvelous. But I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to do another thing now. Just because I can. Just because I can, I'm going to do one more thing. We've got time very, very quickly. This is not what he asked for. He didn't ask for this, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? Because I just don't care, right? If I go to my channel, right? So we'll go to the channel. And if you look here, right, on the homepage, one of our sponsors, there he is. Can you see him, look? Charlotte May Weddings. Can you see that, look? Right. How many subscribers has he got? 253. 253 for his weddings. We might as well make him famous on YouTube as well. So there you go. There's the YouTube. They are. David Ewan's already done it. There you go. There you go. There it is. Let's get him up. I want to see at least one more. I've got to move on because we've got the news, we've got reviews, we've got Bitcoin, we've got stocks going, we've got boom and bust, 0 rates, all that stuff coming up. Right, you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 253, 254. We got one. We got one. We need more than that. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Don't just sit there being a miserable sod. Don't just be there and go, what can I take from this show? I'm going to take. We've got 95 of you taking. Some of you are not members. Most of you are, of course, 98%. Most of you are sitting there and going, I just want what I've came for. And that's fine. But you get a lot more out of it if you put something into it. The members, the family support everyone. We don't pick and choose. Right? We help everyone because we believe in doing good stuff. Right. That better have moved one more. If that hasn't moved, I'm going to stop the show right here and right now. You think I'm joking? I ain't joking. 254. Ready? 254. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I get really narky, but there you go. 258. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. There you go. I was deadly serious, by the way. If that had not moved, I would have gone to the end screen and just wait until you did it. I don't mess around with stuff like that. Everybody can help everybody. It doesn't cost anything to help people. Right. Website clicked and YouTube sub. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Steve Wally, I did it. If you think marriage, think Charlotte May Weddings. Get to the chopper. I love it. 254. Thank you all so much. Stacey Bailey. Charlotte May Weddings. Savage Faith Creations. I love it. Shall we do anything else? Shall we get on with the show, or should we just do sponsorships all day? Yeah? Let's get on with the show. We got 10 minutes before the bell goes. All right. Here we go. Bloody funny this is. Anyway. Thank you all so much. I couldn't buy a wife, but I just subscribed. Exactly. Yeah, it's not that sort of website, mate. Yeah, you don't buy brides here. This ain't RussianBrides.com or Thai brides. This ain't any of that. This is just regular, the average woman down the road that you happen to marry, and then you go and use Team Fusion services and, get married sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's no buy-in brides, I'm afraid. That might be another service that he provides in the future once it gets really famous. But right now, you know, just regular brides, you know, the old-fashioned boring type, you know, just the regular normal type, not the new exotic Russian or Thai brides. You know, we don't do any of that here. All right. Okay, so we've got 8 minutes to go, so I haven't got time to do a review before the bell. That would be impossible. Have I got time to make this video for Bitcoin? 8 minutes. No, I'm going to have to wait until the bell. I've also got about the Fed, zero rates, and all kind. You wouldn't believe some of the predictions that are being made. I'm going to wait until the bell's gone to do it. Okay. Otherwise, I'll be missing the bell and we'll miss all the price action and so on and so forth. So we'll wait for that. So we've got time. Well, we're here. We've got time to do two things. We've got time to get the likes to 100. Oh, yes, let's do it. We might as well. Let's get the funky music going. How many we got watching? 112. 113. There you go. How many likes we got? 50. The most we can get is about 60 because our Asian audience, a lot of people in India don't sign to Google. Just the way it is. Don't know why. All right, here we go. 5. Oh, hang on. What's this?
Snowwolf 1999 has become a member. Hello fellow humans, I hope we are all enjoying normal human things today like drinking water.
Snowwolf, you are a silver member. You can request going on the homepage of the channel, you know. People subscribe to you if you are a YouTuber. Let me know. It's something you have to request. Right, 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have we got any more? Get in. 50 is now 72. That is fantastic. That's more than I deserve. I'll get that. 72 is ridiculous. That's more than half. So, yeah, that's way more than half. So we're getting better. I think people are going, well, I don't know why I just don't use Google and sign in. I know. So people are doing it now, so it's working. Anyway. Right. Celebrates 15 months of membership. Snow Wolf, thank you very much for your celebration. Please subscribe to my... All right. So now we've got 6 minutes left. What is the best use of 6 minutes? 6 minutes. Right. Now, if you've just tuned in, I'm going to do this then. All right. 6 minutes. Okay. I only got 6 minutes. We're trying to form a global party where you are the stars of the show, right? People phone in. They're dancing on the screen. We're having a laugh. It's absolutely fantastic. It's every Friday night on the party channel, just after 2 hours of price and prediction. Ad free, by the way. What other YouTuber turns the ads off? Just me. I don't think anybody else does that. I do it just because it's my little gift to you on a Friday. All right. So anyway, think on. What I want you to do is this, right? We're trying to get all the world to phone in, be on the show. It's hilarious. You're going to love it. Here is the link to the playlist. Now you can do it right now. Mike's already doing it. He's opened a separate device, a separate tab, and he's running this playlist. He's got it on loop. James, I expect no less from you to be doing this all day long. So pin the message to the top. This is what you'll see. You will see last Friday, I've taken 6 songs. There's more to come, but at the moment there's just 6. There'll be new ones added soon. It's a little playlist, and you can click play all. See it? See? Play all, right? And you will see we have Stacey's daughter with the chicken. It's very entertaining. We have Zach Zay. We have Stacey Bailey dancing with her daughter. We have MSK, another one from Zach Zay. Mike, I couldn't quite get it to work this time, but I've got more videos I'm editing with Mike in it. We've got In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins. You've got to check this out, folks. You're going to love it. I promise you. They're dancing, they're singing. We want people to turn up with instruments, play, drums, whatever you want. I want you in the show. I want you to play along with me and have some fun. So and the reason why I'm showing you the playlist is, one, so you learn how it all works, but also we need to get YouTube to suggest the playlist out because, it's a hard thing to promote. A world party, what is that? No one knows what it is. Until YouTube gets people to watch it, we're struggling to get people to watch it. Does that make sense? All right, there you go. Help me out. Basically, I'm just saying click on it. All right, basically. Right, there you go. I'll check in a minute and I'll see if he's doing it. In fact, I've got 4 minutes. I'm going to look now. I'm going to see if anyone's clicked on it. I know Mike has. Should we see if Mike's been lying? All right. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. No subscribers today. No subscribers today. Yes. Just Mike. I can see the views. Let me show you. Look, I ain't making this stuff up. Look, I can see. This is the playlist. These are the 5 songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they just got playing. And by the way it labels it out, I can see they got staggers down. I can see how they got watched on a playlist. So 19. So just Mike. Rubbish, everybody else. See, you didn't think I could see, do you? Watch time, Mike. You always ask about the watch time. 365 days. You remember how we were fighting to get to 4,000? Look at this. 5,200. Look at this. Look at this, Mike. Look how we're growing at last. Look, since the live parties. Look. Vroomf. Straight up. It's getting better and better. I'm loving it. There you go. Very, very good. All right. And this is not about me making money, in case anyone's wondering, because it's all copyrighted material. The parties are always turned off anyway. It's about having fun, bringing the family together. Right, 2 minutes ago. Are we going to get a drop on the bell? Are you ready? Okay, here's the poll. Start a poll. Green or red day? You ready? Are we going to open or drop? Are we going to go up or drop? Green and red. There you go. Got a poll. You've got like 1 minute to vote. Green or red day? Go. Green or red day? Go. Get ready to ring the bell. It's going to be an exciting morning. I've got lots of stuff to cover, lots of news to cover, and all the rest of it. Congratulations. Yes, Mike, we did it. Yeah. We're over 4,000 now. We're over 4,000. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the Martyn Lucas Mug Show. Get yourself a mug. If you haven't got a mug, you're missing out. Go to the shop, links below in the video, and you can get a mug. Any color you want. Shipped anywhere in the world. Most of them are made around the world. All right. I've now got get to the chopper t-shirts, $1 cheaper than Stacy's. Exactly the same, higher quality, just $1 cheaper. No, I don't. I'm only joking. I could do though, but I'm joking. Right, okay. Let's get ready. Turn that down to there. 10 seconds to go. Showtime, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone. Are we up? Are we down? Are we holding? This is our position right now. I started with $5,000. I don't do any options. I never short stocks. Don't believe in it. It's a pointless thing to do. I've got 107,610. Not too bad. My all-time high 113. We've had a big sell-off recently since the earnings of Nvidia, which is kind of weird when you think about it. It was a great earnings, but there you go. Let's go for all our positions and look out for Palantir as well, because Palantir is 178 times earnings now. It's insane, and it's now part of the S&P. So we like that part of it. The S&P is up today, 0.76. Virgin SP Global is flat today. Virgin Galactic is up 1.54. Nice. Palantir is up 7%. It's now 6%. 8% now. Bouncing around the 8%. Be very, very careful. It's 178 times earnings. The time to buy this stock was at $9, not at $32. I know it's going to grow, a bit like Tesla, one of those sort of companies. Are you just going to pay and pay and pay forever and ever and ever? You know, at the end of the day, look what happened to Tesla. Be very, very careful. I wouldn't buy anything that is that overvalued. I don't care how good it is. You have to wait for an opportunity. $9 is when we bought it. Now it's 32. Great business, too expensive. Gold going up. Amazon going up today, 1.4. Apple down very, very slightly. It's the Apple event, isn't it? Is it today or tomorrow? Next Era Energy is flat right now. That's an incredible stock. What a stock that is. And that amazing dividend. Enphase Energy. It's a 2x. Good time to start buying again now. 2x or 3x this one. Next earnings you're going to see all start to rally. As the rates come down, people are going to start buying solar again. Coca-Cola. Well, one of the best stocks you can ever own. Your whole portfolio could just be Coca-Cola and you'd do probably better than the S&P, just saying. J&J, it's a $200 stock. I love it. I've always loved it. Chevron is going up 0.45. Tesla is just taking a bit of a trim, but we're up 214, 1.51 today. Rivian, I wouldn't buy it. It's effectively bankrupt. I don't know if it'll ever survive. McDonald's, you can never pay too much for land. It'll always be worth more in the future. Google going up 1.55, 1.57. Good value. Google is doing well. Businesses are doing well. Look at my portfolio. It's on fire. We're at $1,300. $1,300 this morning. Look at that. Lovely. I know Google's doing well, which means I know businesses are doing well. How do I know? Well, I make a living on YouTube. My CPM is going up. They're paying me more for ads, which means everyone is making more money. Businesses are making more money. Nvidia up 3%. Here we go. 106 now. Very nice indeed. We opened this morning down 103, 106. I'm loving it. Come on. It's $130 to 140, 200 within 12 months. I'm loving it. The naysayers who say it's going down to $50, I don't know where they come from. I don't know what they're talking about. Talking absolute nonsense. Walmart down today. Tilray Brands, a good time to buy. However, we got some news about Tilray coming up later. Could go a lot lower, but it's all before the election, of course. Then it'd be a big surprise if we get rescheduling. Robinhood's a $40 stock. Whenever it trims off, get some. IonQ, it's great. It's the best quantum computer business, but it's too expensive. Rocket Lab is having a nice rally today, over $6 again, up 344. Plug Power, it's good, but next earnings is the one I expect to see it rally. However, let's remember, it's got all that Russian oligarch manipulation. I get contacted by them all the time, offering me money and deals and this and that, promote this, talk about it. No. I will not take corporate sponsorship and nonsense and bribes from anyone. I don't need your money, even though I need money more than most people probably. I'm probably one of the poorest people here, I would imagine, in financial terms, but I don't care. You cannot buy me. I've got what I need in life, and I don't care about more and more and more. I've got as long as I can eat, I'm fine. Rumble is up 0.27. Rumble, of course, will bounce around tomorrow night along with Funware because of the debate. We're covering it live. You can't miss it. Ascent Solar, waiting to hear back from our CEO, Paul Worley. You may remember he came into the studio. Faraday Future, absolute useless, no value whatsoever. It's going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Everyone keeps telling me it's a great thing to buy, but it's not. It is rubbish. Do not buy it. Bitcoin, well, I'm out of Bitcoin. I sold it all at 70,000. Don't see any point sitting around waiting 12 months for money to go somewhere. I don't see the sense in that. Ed Nevius was spot on again. He gave you a great scalp trade this morning. It was in our Discord. You could have made lots of money following Ed Nevius this morning. He's very often right. More right than he's wrong on these. Very, very, very good. Again, we put warnings out. Scalp trading is risky, dangerous, but again, Ed Nevius delivered. If you want to be able to get the free scalp training, he has learned to do it properly, and he shares it with you. He often does one-on-one, helps people out. It's part of our Discord server. There is the link. If you do click on Discord, it's in the link in the chat now. It'll take 10 minutes for you to get through. But you will not see anything. We're not trying to grow the biggest channels, the biggest servers in the world, but we are growing the best, most honest, most helpful in the world. All right. So look at it pump now. Look at it go now. This was given to you this morning by Ed Nevius. We gave it to you at 90% up. So you're now 50% from that position. So you'd made a lot of money with this one this morning. Don't chase it now. Many of you should have taken the profits. Ed probably has. We'll come back to Ed. Ed might want to call in and share his thoughts. Ed, if you want to call in, please feel free. The phone line is always open. But there you go. It's now trimming off. There it goes. Is it going to carry on? I don't know. 50% profit in minutes is 5 years on the S&P. Take it, run, be done with it. Do it on your Roth so you don't pay any taxes. So again, I say, if you go to Discord and you set it up, you won't see anything. There are the links again. All right, you won't see anything unless you are a YouTube member. If you're a YouTube member, give me your username in the chat and I will upgrade you. Or if you don't want to be a YouTube member, but you want to access it, well, you can, but you have to be a Discord subscriber. It's not public. It's not open to everybody because we don't want Ed Nevius having 1,000, 10,000 people going, Ed, help me make money. We do not want that. We absolutely do not want that. We only want to serve our members. All right. My portfolio. So that was a great one this morning, Ed. Let me read your comments. My portfolio is on fire this morning. No surprise. Everything was oversold. Nvidia 105. Sint flying. Careful. There you go. Careful. Take your profits. All you got to do is put a stop trail order in of maybe 1 or 2% down. Maybe 3 or 4% down to keep yourself in the game. Just look at the. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you look at SINT, if you are in this stock right now, if you took our scalp trade and you are in it, right, what you got to do is look at this. I'm just going to simplify it on a very, very simple chart. Sensei and Ed will use more complex charts, but I just want to give you an indication. If you see here, 117%, 100 and say, call it 10. There's like a 10%, there's a 10% swing there, which is, around about the average. A 10 there, there's about a 10 there, maybe a 10 there, here's about a 20, right? Gives you an idea the way it's moving. So if you want to remain in the stock and you've made money, you set a stop trail order and nobody wants to get out straight away. You want to ride it as long as you can, but you don't want to give up any profits, right? Well, if you put a stop trail order now for 1%, remember, this is bouncing around all over the place, but you can't see it. So you'll probably be out in a second. And what it does, if you put a stop trail order at 1% or $1, whatever, you can do money value or percent value. It's up to you. What it does is it trails it up. So as it goes up your order follows it up. And as it drops 1%, not quite. It goes up again. It pulls it up again, down and down. It pulls it up again. That kind of thing. But when it goes down below, it will sell. So what you want to do is you don't want to lose any profit, but you want to drive it as much as you can. So what I do when I used to do this, I used to look at it and go, okay, it's 10% swings. Because it's very volatile, it's moving quickly. I've already made 50%, so if I make 40%, I don't care, right? So I set it's a 10% trail order, and it might go in 1 second. If it does, it does. I've made 40%. But make sure you do it on your Roth so you don't pay tax. Don't do it on your do it on your IRA. Don't do it on your brokerage. You pay tax on it. You pay 20% tax. You're taking half your profit away. Don't do that. And if it keeps going up, that 20%, it'll keep following up. Don't get greedy. Don't try and, do 0.5% or 1%. It's going to last like 1 second. It isn't going to do anything. It's not going to just go straight, is it? Or you might just go, I'm up 50%. Click sell, but don't be lazy and just go sell. If you go sell, remember, it's moving very quickly, even though you can't see it on a basic Robinhood line chart. It's actually doing this, like that. All right. So if you go sell, don't expect 617. It might go for 6. It might. It's bouncing all over the place. This is only as it's been refreshed. Okay, so just be careful of that. So do a limit order. Go, all right. Well, see, if I wanted to sell that now, I wouldn't go 638 because it's not at 638. Look, it's going up again. Awesome. I would just go, 640, 650. It doesn't matter. I just want to get out. but I want to make sure that I don't get the big drop. So, just go 645, 650, and Robinhood will get you the best price anyway. If it can sell it at 660, it will, because it gets more money from doing that, right? I mean, it's obvious. Anyway, there you go. There's our scalp trade of the day. Thank you very much, Ed Nevius. Congratulations, any that scalped it. There you go. Good morning, Mike. Mike, thank you, Martin. Thank you, Ed. You do a great job as always. Malk, up 7,384. I am eating the elephant. Fantastic. I'm glad you're making money. I'm down 40% on Riot platforms, but I'm loading up before the 2025 bull run. I wouldn't be touching any of that stuff at all. Complete nonsense. Anyway, let's come back to my position. Now we're into the show. Let's talk about, I've got a few things I want to cover. So, some news for you. Some news. Let's do the news. So, let's end the poll. You said 70% said green. All right, let's end the poll. We'll keep it, well, in fact, we'll keep it there for a minute. It's a bit of fun, right? It's a bit of fun. We'll keep it there for the moment. So, let's get ready. Let's do a few things here. What shall we do first? Okay. Few news stories. All right, okay. The time is 1 hour 11. Okay. The Trump trade, the Kamala Harris trade. Well, we'll be identifying all that tomorrow night. You cannot afford to miss this. We're going to be bringing you all the information in the most honest, real, open debate with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We are hosting the United States election debate tomorrow night, live on my show. We're going to bring you the debate, plus we're going to have live phone-ins before and after. We're going to do fact checking. We're also going to have a few American surprises. The studio is going to be completely impartial. Remember, I'm a green card holder. The studio is green right now. Tomorrow night, it'll be red and blue in the colors of the United States of America. We've got lots of surprises for you. Where else are you going to be than with us? Because here, not only will you get the debate that you are so interested in around the world, people are all looking at this. We're also going to be looking at what the Trump trades are and what the Harris trades are, how you can make money throughout the debate. Remember, the markets are open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. We'll be watching it. Things like DJT will be moving, Funware, Rumble, many other stocks will identify what they are. We might have some scalp trade information from Ed Nevius if he's available to call in. We might get some trading positions from Sensei if he's able to call in. We are expecting a record-breaking audience. It could be a big evening for us. So join us, and then we'll have all the debate afterwards, the fact-checking, and all the rest of it. Now then, it is going to be a busy event. If it gets too busy, we'll make it members only, but we'll see how that goes. So what we're going to give you now is a chance to get yourself your ticket, get yourself your front row seat. So here in the chat, because I'm making this live in the show, here is the link to tomorrow night's event. Of course, we're going to go early for the build-up. There it is. I'll give it you a couple of times. Those that are watching later on, you will find the link above my head, below in the description, and pinned to the comments. Also, if you look here on the homepage of the channel, as always, we always have like a TV guide, upcoming live streams. This is where we are right now. If I refresh the screen, you will see at the top of the channel, There's the live. That's us live right now. But upcoming live streams, there you go. There is the debate. Now, you can click on that now and leave a comment in the live chat. And I'm going to check that right now. And we're going to have polls and all the rest of it. In fact, I will open a poll live right now. Malk is already in. Here we go. Start a poll. Here we go. The question I'm going to ask you live right now. You ready? You can take part in this during the making of this video and afterwards. So who will win the debate? Who will win the debate? The question I'm asking you is Trump or Harris. You can now vote on that. It's refreshed from a few days ago, so there it is. It's live again now. Who will win the debate? Let's see how that goes throughout the live recording of this. I'll come back to it in a second. I'm also running a poll on X as well. If you want to go and visit that, you can. But you cannot afford to miss that. Now, once you've clicked on your ticket and you've got yourself reserved, you've liked it, you shared it, please do share, please comment, please vote. You will notice on the upcoming live streams here, I have some big events coming up. We have the chart show on Sunday with Sensei, but we day as well. This will be huge. I'm expecting 40,000 for this one. We've already got 156 likes on a video that is a few weeks away. 10 days away, I think it is. The US election, we might cover that as well if tomorrow night is successful. Now, if you miss the live streams, on the homepage, you scroll down and you will find the past live streams. People often say, well, where do I see it? Once it airs, past live streams, you can go and see all the live streams that were run, or you can go to the top and click live, or you can click videos. These are the videos that I record, very different than live streams, but there is all the information. Now then, we'll go over to the poll and see how it's going. Let's see if we've got any comments here. Malk UK, Mike is already in there. Mike's already in there as well. Good. 27 likes already. Let me refresh the screen. Let's see how many we got already. 29 likes. It's going to be a huge event. I'm expecting probably 4,000 or 5,000 on this one, I think. I don't know. I've never done anything political, so I don't know. Let's look at the vote. We got 3 votes so far, and it's 67% Trump, 33% Harris. Now, I will tell you, this is very important, right? People are telling me that Harris is the favorite to win in the polls. Apparently, that's what it's being said on mainstream TV. However, I'm running polls everywhere. I'm running polls on X. I'm running polls on my on here, and wherever I run a poll. And remember, I'm completely neutral. I'm a green card holder. I can't vote. I'm completely neutral. I've got no opinion either way. I just share all the facts. Wherever I do a poll, Trump is way ahead. So all I'm saying is, that's what I am seeing from all the polls that I'm running, and I'm running them in lots of different places. Trump seems to be winning everywhere from the polls that we are running. So just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway. All right. Okay, so let's bring you back to here and end up this video. So thank you very much. I hope you watched to the end, because I'm now going to give you the link to how you can join us. Click above my head for all the links. I'll put them up there. Also down below in the description. If you look in the description, you'll also find the More button at the bottom, and that also shows you the links when I say above my head. So sometimes people go, where's the links? Well, that's the 2 ways of finding it. Over here, I shall put the event itself. This is the debate just here. And down here, I'll put NVIDIA Day, the FOMC report, and I expect this to be 40,000 live on this one. This is going to be huge, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 3 people will turn up. My mate, my mum, and my gran. Who knows? But it could be 40. I think it will be. All right, there you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay. That's that. Okay. This one here. Okay, this is what I want to show. Debate. Who will win? What time is that? Time is 1:19. Welcome, everybody. We've got a big crowd this morning on YouTube, which is the only time I'm broadcasting now. Right, okay. There. And there. Okay. Who will win the US election debate? Who will win the election itself and become president? Well, as you know, I'm a green card holder. I'm completely neutral. I'm presenting the US debate tomorrow night, which is September the 10th. Join us. I'll give you all the links below. But I wanted to put this question to you. Who will win the debate and who will win the election? Because I'm seeing conflicting information. The mainstream media are saying that Harris is ahead. However, I'm doing my polls everywhere, and I want to be absolutely clear. I'm 100% neutral. I have no skin in the game at all. I have no man in the game. Is that what you say in America? Man in the game or whatever. I'm completely neutral. I'm a green card holder. I'm all about bringing the facts and bringing everyone together to discuss and debate, but keep completely neutral. That is what I do, is just bring you the facts to the table. And all I can tell you is this. Wherever I put a poll, this is what I see. And all I can tell you is what I see. I'm running a poll on my X account, and I don't have any reason to believe that we are Harris or Trump, more of a channel. I've got no idea. We're an investment channel and a news channel. We're just bringing you the facts. But wherever I put a poll, and I've done several polls, this is my latest one. Trump is 70% ahead, Harris 25%. So if you are a Harris supporter, where are you? I'm not seeing it. And I'm doing polls on my website, my X, my Instagram, my YouTube, in my live shows, all kind of things. And I'm seeing Trump win everywhere. That's all I can tell you. So if you are a Harris supporter, why aren't you voting or aren't you voting? I don't know. But anyway, I've just opened up a brand new poll just literally 6 minutes ago. Just had 4 votes. It's brand new at the making of this video. I've just done it. And again, Trump 75%, Harris 25%. Now, if you want to change the narrative and get a more broad vote, please do vote. Take part in all of this. This is completely impartial. It's no one's spinning the numbers. I'm just presenting it to you. So there's my X account running right now, and my YouTube running right now, and there is my X account. Let me give everybody the link for the X in the live show as we talk right now, and you've all got the link to this one. I'll give it to you right now as well. This is the event for tomorrow night. There you go. Everybody has all the links. Everybody has all the opportunity to vote, to take part. Now, this is the event we're doing tomorrow night. This is the US election debate. Join us. It's a special event. You cannot afford to miss it. I've got lots of information about it, what you might expect from other videos. I'll put the links below. But join us. But I just want to ask you, who is going to win? Because wherever I run polls, it's just Trump, Trump, Trump everywhere, by a long way. I don't know why that would be. I'm not biased one way or the other. I'm here to evaluate your opinions. My opinion is just to bring you the facts. My opinion is of no consequence whatsoever. In fact, I don't even have one. I'm just bringing you the news from an outsider, if you like, looking in. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. And over here, I'll put the event itself, the debate. Join us live after hours, September the 10th. And down here, I shall put the FOMC report, the NVIDIA Day. This is our next biggest event you cannot afford to miss. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Let me read the comments. Then we're going to talk Bitcoin. Then we're going to talk the stock market. Our Orange Man will get on the ropes and go on the defensive. Songs for Space. In my opinion, Ed Nevius. Load up on BTC mining stocks. Oh dear. I don't agree with you, and I'm going to come on to that in a moment. Bless your heart. If you know, you know. and what that really means in the South. Harris will win all the way, says Vanessa. Ed Nevius, thank you. Welcome. Good luck, my friend. She hasn't even had 10 minutes of TV time, says Songs for Space. They keep her quiet and hiding for a reason. If at all possible, the Dems will try to prevent, is that Dems? You mean Democrats will try to prevent Trump from winning. If she wins, you will need to build a guest room for me. I tell you, who won't win is the American people. Harris is not quiet. She's out there filling up arenas, talking to voters. I happen to like democracy and not crazy about racist, but that's just me. Okay, no dog in the... That's what Americans say. No dog in the fight. That's right. Filling out arenas. Said someone doesn't agree with that. Well, okay, well, I can let you decide. All the random polls on the internet as Trump winning. He will make her look stupid, but she will be coached and the topics left easy, giving her a better look. Well, we shall see. I'm a Harris support, Martin. Thank you, Vanessa, for sharing. I'm a Harris supporter. I appreciate it. Sir, Matt Dillon. Sorry, I know better than to discuss religion or politics. Well, we're just here to give everyone a voice. That's all we do. Every single president is related to King Charlemagne of the Franks fact. That's proof we do not have a choice. Every single president is related to King Charlemagne of the Franks I don't understand that. Except Obama. So you're saying every single president was related to somebody, so it's all fixed, apart from this one. Well, then the science doesn't work then, does it? I'm just picking your own argument. You're saying everyone is related until they're not. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying. Not trying to pick a fight with anyone, but, science is science, all right? Numbers are numbers, facts are facts. I'm a Republican America that's voting for Harris. I'm ready to get my party back from Trump, says James Dillon. Harris is only relevant because the Democrats own the news and media platforms, so they control the narrative broadcasted to the masses. Harris is trash, says Imovelt. I'm a Reagan, Bush, McCain Republican, where we conservatives, but did it with decency. Harris supporter since when? 2 weeks ago. By the way, if anyone wants to know who I support, Winston Churchill. How about that? Everyone loves Winston. Everyone loves Winston. I'm okay. I'm good there. A good Englishman. Right. Our next bit of news. The rate cuts. And then we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Oh, yes. 5 votes now on the debate. 29 likes. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. All right. Stock market is rallying. I'm at $1.5 now. I'm loving it. 107, nearly 108. Remember, 113 is my top, so I'm way off an all-time high. But let's just get that straight. Palantir. Look, is it going to start selling off now? I've put a warning out. Tried to tell people, do not pay 178 times over value. That seems pretty crazy to me. I don't care how good you think something is. And I like Palantir. I was buying this at $9 a share, remember? Okay, when I transferred everything to the S&P, and now it's in the S&P, I'm happy as Larry, but I wouldn't be buying the single stock. I think that's pretty mental. But anyway, that's just me. I'm probably mental. You're probably all fine. Right. We've covered that. Right. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Bitcoin. You ready for this? You asked for it. Bitcoin. Videos. Whoops. Right. Let's line this up a little bit. Okay. Bitcoin news. Probably news that will shock you more than any other Bitcoin video I've ever done. From the man himself, Michael Saylor. What he says now about Bitcoin should scare you. And if it doesn't, I don't know what will. But I cannot believe he said this. I'll give him credit for being honest. But what he says should scare everybody who wants to own any crypto. He admits something that I'm going to show you in a moment, what his role is in Bitcoin. He openly admits it. And he also tells you things are about to get a heck of a lot worse. And when I say worse, I mean really bad. And this is coming from the most maximist, Bitcoin maximalist of all time. Not the most. There are others who have even more Bitcoin, of course. But nevertheless, what you're about to hear, if this doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Full disclosure. So you all know, I owned Bitcoin. I also owned XRP. And I say owned because I sold it all when Bitcoin reached $70,000. I do like the technology. However, we keep going on and on and on about this amazing technology. But is it that amazing? We're going to prove to you right now it isn't. And it's been around for a very, very long time. It's not a new thing at all. We're going to cover all that. But first of all, so you know, 100%, we aim to be the most honest channel on YouTube TV. This is my portfolio. This is what I own. 100% is in the S&P 500. 100, it says 99.88 because I have a couple of little bits of Apple that I won. All right, but otherwise I'm 100%. There's my main account. My Roth IRA, you can see, if I click on View again, I'm 100% in View. My entire balance is 107. I started with $5,000, so I've made plenty of money. Thank you very much. I've never done options. I've never shorted a stock, and I don't own a single amount of crypto. However, if you look on my main account right here, you will see at the top, I've got Bitcoin, Doge, and Ethereum. Nothing in it. Zero. I can't even sell it all. That's part of the problem. Can't get rid of the last little bit. You try and do it. It's impossible. But anyway, let's talk about Bitcoin right now and share. Now you all know the situation. Tap the like button if you like this information, and also consider subscribing. Now then, let's go back to the beginning. Why was Bitcoin created? Why is anything ever created? Because people are selfish. People are greedy. People care about themselves and they want to do anything they can to benefit themselves and then tell everybody it's an amazing thing and we should all be in it. Let me explain. Just before I bring Michael Saylor into the show, you will not believe what he says. So just please stick with me for this. I am an investor. What that means is I buy something that not only is of good value today, but I believe in the future when I need to sell it to live on the profits, if you like, it'll be worth more. But also, I invest in things that I believe are good, they're going to build, they're going to grow. And when I sell them, somebody else can own them and they can also build and sell them to somebody else in the future. There's something decent about that. You're not scamming anybody. You're buying now before, you know, the next generation's even born potentially, or they're even looking to invest, and you build a business, you own a business. One day you sell it because you need the money, and then somebody comes along and they buy the business from you, and they've still got a great business, and in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they've got a better business to sell on. And so the story goes. There's something good about that. Can that be said for Bitcoin? Well, When Bitcoin reached $70,000, I decided to take all my profits because I started to realize there were cracks forming. Things weren't quite what I first imagined. I was led to believe the technology was amazing, this amazing technology. In fact, when I researched it more and more and more, I actually realized that cryptography has actually been around for a heck of a long time, and it's not. Bitcoin was not the first cryptocurrency. It wasn't the first type of this technology. It's been around for ages. It's been reformed and readapted and renamed and relabeled and all the rest of it. It's not actually that amazing. We talk about the use case that you can send money around the world and it's cheap and it's free and it's secure and it's decentralized. No one can control it. However, that isn't true. I'm going to explain that. And where I see Bitcoin and all crypto going, and the man himself tells you things are about to get a heck of a lot worse, and the fact that his role is merely to promote it and sell it. He basically admits this. This is Michael Saylor, the man himself. Now, before I let you hear from Michael Saylor, I'm just about to do it. Here on the homepage of our channel, I've just put out two videos. One, I'm explaining that Bitcoin, is it all over? And I'm asking the question, is it all over? And Sensei provided a chart for you so you can trade this. Now, Sensei is our crypto expert. He knows the people that manage a lot of these projects. He talks to them, he meets them. He's very, very, very good at crypto, very good at charts. Go and check out his chart here for Bitcoin. You might be surprised at what he says, and he is all over crypto. I also put this video, which was an introduction to what we're doing here today. You might want to go and check that out as well. But it's very, very important before we listen to Michael to talk about where this all came from and why it existed. People often talk about, you buy an asset and it goes up in price and it's worth more in the future. You buy a house 100 years ago for $100,000, let's say it was $10, I don't know, $100, and 10 years later, 100 years later, it's $10,000, $100,000, whatever. Has your house gone up in value? Has it gained value? No, it hasn't. Of course it hasn't. It's just a pile of bricks sat where it was in the first place. It's gone up in value because money has been devalued. More money has been printed, inflation, more in the system. So when you go, wow, my house is now $100,000 bazillion dollars and I only bought it for $100, that's amazing. My house has gone up in value. It hasn't gone up in value. Money has just been devalued. And very often people forget that. That's the reality of it, because now if you go and sell that house, you're going to buy another house at the same price. It's not like your house is special and your house has gone up in value. All homes have gone up, not because they've all got better, because money has been devalued. And that has been happening since the beginning of time. The idea of finding a store of value that would prevent inflation, be a hedge against inflation, the principle of that has been around since the beginning of time. Money has always been devalued. Items always go up in value. Things always cost more. And Bitcoin and crypto is the latest in thousands of regenerations of ideas that could be the problem solver. It's not. It's merely a way to get people into the system to once again take advantage and make money out of them. So, with that all being said, let me let you listen to Michael Saylor, who's regarded as one of the main maximalists for Bitcoin, and hear from himself, and I will challenge what he says. And I think what he says is going to absolutely shock you and make you realize this whole thing is not rat poison, as Charlie Munger would say, and not the digital gold, as he would say. It's somewhere in the middle, and you don't want to be in the middle. I'm not saying it's rubbish, but I'm saying many people are going to lose a lot of money, and it's going to happen very, very quickly. Let me let you listen to this. You're going to be surprised by this. Here we go.
Because it has this massive, diversified, decentralized network of Bitcoin security data centers, which we call miners, but they're really driving up massive hash rate to.
So let's just talk about decentralized, what that actually means. Because they're not releasing any more than 21 million, it's not like the Federal Reserve keep printing money, so it won't devalue in the same way. He's right there. Decentralized, what makes money kind of worthless in a way, not completely, but what makes money potentially worthless is not because of the money, the physical paper, or what you're buying and what you're selling. It's because more is printed, inflation, the thing just gets worth less and less over time. Like I explained, houses don't go up in price, they don't go up in value, the money just gets worth less, so the house seems more expensive. So by being decentralized and no one can control it, then that kind of fixes the problem. However, it doesn't.
Secure the network. They are subsidized by a Bitcoin block reward, and they're also subsidized by transaction fees. The block rewards, for the most part, run out after the first 30 years of the network. Between 2009 and, and 2035, we will have mined 99% of the Bitcoin by 2035. So that's running down, but the transaction fees will grow and are growing over that period because there's a scarce amount of block space. You can maybe process 30,000 transactions an hour.
Now let's talk about this for a moment. He actually admits this. He is so full of what he's talking about and so believes that everyone has now drunk the Kool-Aid, if you like. We're not even listening anymore. What he's about to tell you is the use case of Bitcoin is zero. There's none. You heard about the transactions. How many transactions can be done? So if you buy Bitcoin, like all those people in El Salvador did, remember the government adopted it, and now that was a complete disaster. People in El Salvador, is it El Salvador? I think it is. There's a couple other countries joining as well. They can't use it. It's a problem. It's a problem. And he's going to explain now. So the purpose of the use case of owning Bitcoin so you can transact with it, you can use it, and all the rest of it is bonkers. You can't. And he admits it, but wait, it gets a lot worse.
And if you want to move your money or you want to do that transaction, that's a limit. You have to put a bid to get your transaction in the next block. People are going to bid high. If I want to move $1 billion, I'll bid a lot of money. If I need the transaction to take place, I'll bid it up. The more people in the network, the more demand for that transaction bandwidth. What would you pay to sell $10 million worth of real estate in New York City today? What?
Isn't that a ridiculous thing? Isn't that a ridiculous thing? What would you pay to sell some real estate? In other words, you're quite happy to pay ever increasing payments to move your Bitcoin or to use it, and it's going to get exponentially more expensive. It's going to be locked in. It's the very definition of a Ponzi scheme. Your money will be locked in the network. Nobody will be able to sell it. Nobody will be able to transfer it. The fees will get so extortionate that the people that own all of it, because they own most of it, a handful of people own nearly all the Bitcoin, which is terrifying if you think about it. So when they say it's decentralized, not really. You own half a dozen people nearly own all of it. When they dump it, the rest of us are not going to be able to sell it for what it's worth. That's what's going to happen. And he uses the argument of sending, if I wanted to sell real estate, I pay all this money to sell my house. Well, yes, you do. And I think it's a con anyway. I think realtors and people that charge you, hundreds of thousands of dollars to sell your house, it's a con anyway. Because you shouldn't be comparing it to that in the first place. When I send money around the world, and I do it all the time, it costs me zero. I send money to England, Europe, Canada. I've done it all over the place. And back to Afford America, it's free, doesn't cost me any money. It's instant, it's fraud guarantee, it's protected, no problem. So to compare, oh, well, I'll send my Bitcoin comparing it to selling a house, and that's okay. I would not be happy with that at all. That then will take the profit out that you've apparently made until they all dump it and everybody's got to pay $1 million to sell their $10 worth of Bitcoin. That is the very definition of a Ponzi scheme as proven by Michael Saylor. Unbelievable. Listen again to this.
You might pay $1 million. You might pay $1 million in transaction fees.
Well, then you're an idiot.
The transaction fee economy works just fine for real estate.
It doesn't work fine. It's
right?
rubbish.
There's no block reward for real estate. People don't just get a bunch of free real estate every 10 minutes for being in the real estate business. They all work on the basis of a commission. The same is true in the financial markets. So there'll be commissions and fees to trade. There's a very limited amount of transaction space. The fee will go from a few dollars a transaction to $30 a transaction to $300 a transaction to $3,000 to $30,000 to $300,000.
Oh!
And
right, I've got to pause that. He's actually saying this now. You really need to think about this. Everyone should dump their Bitcoin. I'm being absolutely serious. Think about this for a moment. It goes up and up and up and up. And he'll tell you in a minute, it's his job to promote it, remember. He will tell you that in a minute. He will tell you he's the king of the Ponzi scheme. He actually tells you. It'll go up and up and up and up and up because everyone's buying this amazing thing that we're all going to get rich because human beings just like doing stuff like that because it's what we do. We're looking for a free, quick fix. I deal with it every day on the show. Up and up and up and up and up it goes. They mine and mine and mine and mine. And Michael Saylor and a handful of people own 99% of all the Bitcoin. And then they go, boom, I'm selling all of it. But you're Mr. Joe Blogs with your $50 worth of Bitcoin, but now it's $10,000 to sell it. You'll get absolutely nothing. And he's okay with that. He's okay. It costs you millions to transact. I'm not okay with it. I send money all the time for free, and I quite like that system. You do not need this. This is the worst thing I've ever heard for Bitcoin.
That being the case, there's no reason to think the mining ever stops. It will be more efficient. In a world right now, I guess you have $1 trillion asset class and the Bitcoin miners get paid $10 billion a year. So the cost for the security, right? $10 billion a year is like 1%, right? The fees will trend to be less than that. And so that 1% security cost will probably become half a reason why the revenues can't go up while the value.
Who cares? Who cares about how much the miners get? The miners care. I don't care. As an investor of Bitcoin, I want to know that my asset has a use. We've just proved it's got no use. 30,000 transactions an hour, or whatever it is. You can't send it around. We can't all be spending it. We can't all use it. I've tried. It doesn't work. It takes like up to 24 hours to get it. And the fees are going to go up and up and up and up. Now I can't even sell it. But that suits Michael Saylor because I just leave it in there. Michael Saylor was at one of the Bitcoin conventions. I think it was 2 years ago, and he stood on stage like a Dallas cheerleader and went, "Never sell your Bitcoin." Does Tim Cook ever say never sell Apple shares? No. Does anybody who owns the S&P go, "Never sell your S&P"? No. Does anyone ever send you an email trying to scam you to buy the S&P? No. Does anyone send you emails to buy Bitcoin? All the time. It's the only scam emails I deal with. Every day it's crypto related. People are so hooked into this now that they think it's great. And the guy is literally telling you right in front of your face what a load of rubbish it is. It gets worse.
Value that's protected goes up. And the incentive is always going to be to run the equipment, even if
as long as the miners
the
get
transaction fees aren't high. Once you've invested $100 million in Bitcoin mining equipment, it's a sunk cost. You can't repurpose it to anything else. If your electricity is free, and if you have $100 million of equipment, then it doesn't matter whether you make $1 million a year, 10 million a year, or $100 million a year. You would run it for $1 million a year. You would run it at 99% lower price because $1 million a year is still better than nothing a year. The electricity is.
Why is he talking about this? How does this benefit you? It doesn't. What he's trying to do is tell miners, get involved. The more we can mine, the quicker we can get to 0 day when it's all done, there's none left, and the quicker I can dump it all. Essentially, that's what he's saying. Because do you care about all of this as a miner? Most of you aren't a miner, are you? You're just trying to invest and make a few quid. You're all going to get absolutely buggered when this all sells off.
It's worth nothing to you. A third of all the electricity in the world is valueless. It's wasted, stranded. We've got too much. It's like you have a dam. Nobody wants to buy electricity from the dam. The water just flows over the dam, right? Or you can mine Bitcoin.
That's not true. We do not have an excess of electricity.
The genius of the network is...
That's not true at all.
Everybody that gets into Bitcoin mining does a one-way trade. You take $1 billion, you invest it in Bitcoin mining, you can't get your money out. You can go bankrupt. The equity holder can go bankrupt, then the creditor gets the Bitcoin mining. The debt holder can go bankrupt, then the electricity company, the power company gets the mine. The power company can go bankrupt. The nation state, the sovereign that owns the power company will own it. If you notice, electricity companies never go bankrupt. Maybe...
That is not true. That is absolutely, those two things are not true. I know I've been bankrupt. I went bankrupt once. I learned never do it again, right? You're talking about people going bankrupt so the mining gets handed on like some sort of inheritance. The next person, these are people. People are unreliable. You're just assuming that everybody who owns this is going to turn it on and run it. Anyone here know how to run a mining farm? Probably not. If I was running a bank and I'd inherited a mining farm, would I know what to do with it? No. People are lazy. How many, I've seen many instances of people inheriting things, money, wealth. Lots of money is left in Switzerland. People died and never claimed their inheritance. People aren't very reliable. People lose stuff. They lose their phrase keys. They lose their ledgers. We've all done it. And I don't think the way he describes it, this person goes bankrupt, this person goes bankrupt, it just carries on going and everything works perfectly fine. No, it doesn't. That's not how human beings work at all. Absolute nonsense. But anyway, it gets worse.
Be they're owned by the state or they're owned by the country, but people decide they want electricity and they'll keep runing them. There's no way to turn them off.
By the way.
And that's why even in a crypto winter or bear market, the hash rate just keeps going up. It's a one-way silicon ratchet, and it's like got an 8 to 10 year natural frequency. It's like 8 years after the business became awful, my equipment starts burning out. But you see, even if the equipment burns out, like people they would buy Bitcoin mining rigs for $10,000 at the height of the bull market, and then the market price crashed, and then they're buying the same rig for $1,500. So the price of the equipment will compress by 90%. The price of electricity will go to zero. How does it go to zero? Everybody that's just mining on expensive electricity goes out of business. So when they go out of business, where does their equipment go? It migrates to the next buyer. Who's the buyer of last resort? Someone that has free power. There are actually places where there's negative, where the power...
I mean, it makes sense what he's saying, but it's in a utopia perfect world, and it doesn't work like that. Things don't work like that. He's literally believing what he's saying because he's been living on this stuff now so long that he believes the world is just perfect. All revolves around him and his idea of perfect people doing the right thing. It doesn't make any sense. This is not how the world works. And somebody just made my point here. Friend of mine lost his Bitcoin keys. He'd be a billionaire. People, mate, do it all the time. People are always losing their stuff, their keys. And what he's describing here is not how human beings work. What he's doing is he's tapping in to human ignorance and greed. And he's even telling you about it with the confidence. A lot of criminals do that. How many criminals, mass murderers, are actually telling you they did it? And people go, he wouldn't admit that. Did he just admit that? Yeah, there's lots of famous instances. I'm not going to use the names, but many people here would know who I'm talking about. Many famous people have told you what they're doing, And people think it can't be true. He wouldn't admit it. The bigger the lie, more people believe it. That's human behavior.
Power is negative cost, where people will pay you to take the electricity. You know, that happens on solar and wind grids, where the sun is shining, the wind is blowing, and we're going to burn out the grid unless you take the power.
Wow.
Right? You see?
Yeah.
You know, and it happens if I'm flaring methane gas or if I'm flaring natural gas. The regulator says to you, if you don't actually use this, if you don't cap the flare and use this, then you have to write off and close in the well. And then you take $100 million write-off. There's always going to be people that are going to want to mine Bitcoin, and there will always be a market for Bitcoin equipment that's used. And you want to be a doomsdayer? Well, okay, 10 years later, all the Bitcoin mining rigs all burn out. What happens? Well, what happens is the big semiconductor manufacturers like Bitmain already have the engineering specs. They will sell this equipment at a margin of 3%, right? You know, what does it cost for a 386 chip? You know, or what does it cost for a 30-year-old computer, right? At some point, you manufacture it for 5% of the original cost. It gets insanely cheap. Like they put computer chips in greeting cards now, right? Mm-hmm. And so you're working your way down this manufacturing curve and this Moore's law. It's just like, the truth is guns are cheap. They're too cheap, right? You could buy a gun for $100, right? That works. What you have here is a network defended by technology, and the technology is a one-way function and the hardware is one-way investment. You can't unknow how to set off an explosive. You can't unknow how to build an ASIC. But now that you know how to manufacture it, and now that you own it, what can you do with it? There's only one thing you can do with it. The only thing you can do with it is provide security for Bitcoin. So it's a quite elegant engineering design that I entice so many engineers to invest so much money to simply
that I entice so many people to get involved with. That's his job. He's admitted that. My job is to entice people to buy Bitcoin and tell them to never sell it until they all sell it, and the transaction fees will be through the roof. You'll all be stuck with owning worthless nothing.
Defend my economic rights against those who would steal from me.
What do you make of that? So, the fact of the matter is, we have just proven beyond any doubt whatsoever, there is no use case. There is no use case other than just holding it forever. That's the very definition of a Ponzi scheme. He admitted himself. Get more people to buy it. Get involved. Never sell it. He's gone on the record many, many times. He's told you it will get so expensive you won't want to transact with it. Well, what do you do with it then? It just sits there? Does it produce anything? No. Can you stake it? I don't know anyone who's staking Bitcoin. I don't know if anyone have ever seen it. Maybe you can. I've never been able to stake my Bitcoin. You can't spend it. You can't use it. It just sits there. It gets more expensive to get it out. His job is to hold it forever. And then he goes off on all about this thing with the miners. Well, they're making money out of it, so they should get involved. Well, yeah, they should, because if they get involved, we get to your 0 day quicker. I think this is ridiculous. On the research of this video, I was also talking to people who are now telling me that XRP is going to go to $10,000 a coin. And people have completely and utterly lost the plot. There's no basis for this. It doesn't make any sense. If you work out the market cap of that, it doesn't make any sense at all. If you look at the money available in the world and look how big that would be, it makes no sense. To be honest with you folks, it's simple. All of this is simple. Charlie Munger calling it rat poison and Warren Buffett saying it's the worst thing they've ever seen are wrong. Michael Saylor saying it's digital gold and it's the future, and Kathy Wood and we should all buy it and own it are wrong. It's somewhere in the middle. Essentially, what it comes down to is since the beginning of time, we've tried to find a way to build a monetary system that works for all. There isn't one. Human beings are flawed. We are greedy, we are selfish, and we are lazy. Just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Accept it. An alien looking down on planet Earth would have no interest in landing on Earth. There's nothing much here for a superior intelligence. We're all doing things wrong every day. We make mistakes every day. We don't learn from our mistakes. If we learn from our mistakes, how come we're still having wars? How come there's still famine? How come there's still diseases? How come there's still not a cure for cancer? Been going on forever, and it will go on forever until man doesn't exist anymore. One of the things that humans suffer from most is greed, selfishness. I want more. And people just don't seem to have enough. They always want to try and get somebody else involved. How can I get the next person to follow me? Now, I'll be honest with you. I do this show every day, not because I'm the nicest person in the world, not because I like helping everybody. I don't know everybody. I do like helping people, and my members I speak to, I love helping them. Mike will tell you, I phone him up and I have a chat, and I text people and message people, and I love doing this. But there's no doubt about it. It's a selfish behavior. I do it not because it makes me money. I could make far more money doing something else. I could just go out and do a couple of gigs and earn what I earn in 2 nights, what I earn in a year on YouTube. It's not about the money. I do it because I enjoy it. Selfishly, I enjoy it. I love entertaining. I love talking to people. And that's why everyone does everything in life. That's why you've tuned in today, because you're enjoying it. That's why people get married, because somebody else will bring them something to the party. There's always something in it for you. That's okay. Accept it. You're a human being. You want things for yourself. It's just the way it is. Whenever you give, there's always a little bit the other way. That's okay. Is it perfect? No. Are we all God? Are we all perfect? No. We're just human beings. We make mistakes. Get over it. It's okay. So because of that, it's okay to want and need and be greedy. It's not nice, but it's human. And sadly, because of ignorance and living in a world that's moving far too quickly, everybody wants everything now. Everybody wants it now. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody wants it now. And it's quite funny, actually, as I'm talking about this, Bitcoin is completely going down the toilet. It's quite funny, isn't it? But that's a coincidence. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, everybody wants everything for nothing, free, easy, without any work. So people with power and money can manipulate that. It's not new. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and it will go on until the end of time. They've tried universal credits, giving everybody money. And we all got money. We don't need money now. Everything's for free. Doesn't work. Anarchy would occur, and the people that are smart and disciplined would get all the money back off the people that were just running around spending it, and it would end up the same, that the rich would end up rich, the poor would end up poor again. There is no way to fix it until you fix people, and no one is about to get fixed anytime soon. So crypto was created, but it was created many, many more years before we started talking about Bitcoin. The cryptology, I can't quite pronounce the word, has been available and has existed for many, many years. I've studied that, and I've forgotten the exact date now and whatever, but it's been around for a very long time. So at the end of the day, this is nothing new, nothing amazing. Bitcoin isn't amazing. The technology isn't amazing. It won't fix anything. But what it will do, from the man who owns most of it, who admits to telling you his job is to get you to buy it, is it will go up and up and up and up and up until there's none of it left, until it's worth nothing. But money will devalue, so it will seem like it's worth something. Just like the house example I gave you, a house isn't really worth any more. Money just gets worth less, so your house price seems worth more. But you try and go out and sell the house for $1 million and then buy one for $100 again. Well, you're not gonna, are you? Unless you buy a broken one, of course. That's a very different situation. But no one's getting any money for free. And at some point, when all 21 million are mined, and they decide the ones that own nearly all of it, that's why he wants to buy as much of it as he can, and he dumps it and he sells all of it. There's all of you running around with your handful of Bitcoin, $10 here and $10 there, knowing it's now $1 million to bloody move it. What a load of nonsense. It doesn't produce anything. It doesn't do anything. So this is not financial advice, but this is my experience and my thoughts, my meandering thoughts of the way my life has gone. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't know. Leave me your thoughts below in the comments. But for me, I'm out of Bitcoin. There's got to be something wrong when the ones that own it the most admit to telling you it's their job to promote it. And the word he used was entice those to buy it. No other business would ever do that. They're not allowed to do that. No S&P, no ETF, no business ever says to you, buy my stock, it's great. They're not allowed to do it. It doesn't exist. It only happens in Bitcoin. Why is it that the only scammers that send me emails, the only scammers that pretend to be me on Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, are all trying to sell crypto? Why is it? It's always the same. I'm sorry if you are in Bitcoin. But yesterday, my final thoughts is yesterday I interviewed one of our members who is very successful, has plenty of money, very, very wise. I'm not going to show you the whole thing right now. He's a very successful businessman. One of our friends, MSK. I would like you to go and watch this video that I just did with MSK. Where is it now? It's, yes, this video here. This video here, Bitcoin all over. If I just hover over it, there is MSK. I interview MSK, lots of money, very successful businessman. He's not stupid. He's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing. But I asked him all about Bitcoin. I asked him about XRP. And I gave him some challenging questions. And don't take my word for it, but go and watch it. You will see. He couldn't tell me at the end of the day why he owned it. When I put the questions to him, he couldn't tell me why. And he's got lots of it. And I mean lots of XRP. Lots of it. And he couldn't tell me the reason. How many people, if you challenge them and put the points I put to today, could argue with it? Could give you a reason why they own it? That tells you everything. If those that own it don't know why they own it, I certainly know why I don't. And I'm out. I've sold it all. I will never buy it back. I've got no interest in it whatsoever. I want to buy something that will be worth more tomorrow than it is today. Not because we all buy it. Because it makes something. It earns something. It achieves something. And when I finally sell it to somebody in the future, they will own a great asset, a great business that they can sell to their families and their friends in the future, whoever, the future generations, and the system goes on. There's something good about that. Is it perfect? No. The monetary system isn't perfect. We keep printing it. We keep reducing the value of money. We keep getting more debt, but it's the best system that we have. Until humans become something else, this is the best we got. Do not believe people that tell you can get rich for doing nothing. Do not believe people that tell you you can get rich owning something that does nothing. And then admit it does nothing and admit it's their job to sell it and admit it's just going to get increasingly more expensive to get rid of it. If that doesn't sound like the most ridiculous scheme in the world, then there's no helping you. If I could give advice today, it would be this. Every single person sell all your crypto and simply buy the S&P because it contains the 500 best businesses in the world that actually work and do something. I hope you watched to the end of the video. I'd be interested to read your comments and thoughts. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description. Over here, I will put the US election debate live tomorrow night. And down here, I shall put the FOMC report I'm calling the NVIDIA Day, because it will be the NVIDIA Day, and you need to join us to see. I'll go back to my position. There is my position. I'm making money. because the businesses are making money. Simple. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Hang on. See, what time do I start doing that? Dear, oh dear, I can't remember I did that now. So 2 hours 9, 1 hour 50, 1 hour 40, something like that. Perfect question. Bitcoin crypto update. Just been asked a very important question. And the question is this from Steve Wally. He said, Martyn, you're no longer going to have a Lucas coin, a crypto coin. No, I'm still going to do that. And let me explain why. My crypto coin will not be anything like Bitcoin because it's simply buying shares in my business. Bitcoin is not that. When I decided to do a crypto coin for me, it's using the technology that all this is based upon, but with a very different fundamental value and principle. First of all, when I release my coin, it is basically like buying shares in my business. Bitcoin is not that. My business is growing. My business has a fundamental value. It's based on the growth of this business. It grows all the time. I earn more money all the time. As it grows, the value of my coin based upon it will have an increased value because it's simply like buying shares in my business. What makes my crypto coin perfect, what crypto was in, what really supposedly it was designed for, was first of all, like Bitcoin, it'll have a maximum number of 21 million, whatever number I decide. It will be capped. It won't be able to be diluted by releasing more. So it has that with it, which is great. But the difference is it's not for the benefit of the miners. It's not for the benefit of others. It's for the benefit of you, the investors, the members to my show. And I'll explain why. Because first of all, the whole circulation will be mined and done, if you like, minted straight off day one. There's no future mining to be done. There's no future expenses down the line. It's already done. Day one, boom, done. Second of all, I won't be trying to promote it for my own benefit, because what I will do is I will mint however many there are. It'll be capped and done. I will then buy myself 90%, 95%, whatever, and burn it, destroy it, get rid of it, gone. Make the pledge. I will never buy it. I will never sell it. I will never own it. It won't exist. It'll just be left for you to buy. So as you buy it, you can buy it. There's no more to be minted, no more expenses, no increasing transaction fees, no big maximalist, me, telling everybody about it, who's going to dump it because I don't own it. I'll never buy it. I'll never sell it. Mine will already be gone and done and dusted. And it will go up in value because more and more people will want it, because as the show grows, the value of the show grows, the coin will grow. It has a fundamental value. It's essentially a digital way of being able to buy shares in my business. I'm not able to go public. I can't afford it. Can't afford to do that. So rather than go public and have shares, you can buy a token that represents a piece of the success of this show. It makes you feel engaged. And of course, it'll always be done for the benefit of the members. The IPO will come out. The members only will get the first chance to buy it. They will benefit from it, and so on and so forth. And I will tell you about it. You can buy it. I will never sell it. I will never release any more. There's no cost. There's none of that stuff related to everything we've just talked about with Bitcoin. And it will simply be a value of owning, which you can trade and sell, and that'll be great. There'll be the associated cost of buying and selling it won't exist like there are with Bitcoin, and the whole thing was built around me just coming up with some mad, crazy idea to do something that benefits members. That's it. It's just a nice, fun, easy thing to do so members can make some money in a real, credible, decent, wholesome way that benefits all. What do I get out of it? Financially, zero. I get zero out of it. In fact, it might cost me money to do it. So I'll be looking for some help perhaps to get it going. Maybe like some sponsorship or funding to help me set it all up. But it won't be done for my benefit. It'll be done for yours, which is my benefit because I just want to see everybody go, this is great. I'm making money and I love the show and more people will watch because they'll want to buy the coin and whatever it might be. So that's what it's all about. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much for bringing that in as a question. It's a good idea. I'm going to be buying some Lucas coin. There you go. Why haven't you brought it out now? Surely if you bring it out later, it's to do with making money for yourself. What do you mean? It's got nothing to do with that. The reason why I haven't brought it out yet is I haven't had the time. I haven't worked out how to do it exactly. It's a very complicated situation. I run this show on my own. I've got so many things to do. It's something I want to do, but I've got no timeline to do it. I just haven't got the resources, the knowledge, but I just know what my principles are and how I'm going to do it. I don't have people here helping me to do it. So it's got nothing to do with me making more money. What do I get out of it? None. How do I benefit from it if I've just bought it and burned it and I paid to set it all up? All the work I put in. It's not about me at all. Anyway, hope that answers your question. Click above my head for the full Bitcoin review I've just done with Michael Saylor. And down here for more links. And over here, I'll put the Michael Saylor event. I've just done it. And down here, I'll put the FOMC report as well. And that's coming up soon. There you go. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All sounds too good to be true. I'm just saying it as I see it. Find you very entertaining. Still assessing whether I think you are trustworthy. New subscriber here. You are entertainment gold. All sounds too good to be true. Well, okay. I'll answer that then. Let me answer that for you. We live in a skeptical world, right? And rightly so. You're judging me going, sounds too good to be true. It can't be true. Everybody wants something. I don't care. I've just built this way, right? I don't care. I've got everything I need in life. I don't look at money like that. I prove it every day. Christopher Shaw. If I was here for the money and it was about fame and fortune and money and my self-greed, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. If it was, right, I can go out tonight and I can go and socialize down in Dallas with very rich, wealthy, powerful people that I know, that I speak to, that are my friends all the time, that I've done gigs for, and I could socialize, and within a couple of hours, I would have somebody book me for a $5,000, $6,000 gig. That's what I earn in about 5 months on YouTube. At the moment, you saw last month I had $1,000, right? I could get that for 1 hour of work, or I could hire a theater for a couple of grand. I could sell it out, as I've done thousands of times. Could do that, and I could make $20,000 or $30,000. I could do that. I choose not to do that because I don't want to do that anymore. I don't like doing it anymore. I like to sit here and entertain and do this. For the first year and a half, I worked for free. I earned no money, zero, but I invested in myself. You know how much money I've got because this is all the money I've got in the world. I've literally got no money in the bank. This is my bank account. And I could double this in 3 months, couple of months. But I choose not to. Why? I don't know. It's just the way I am. I own my house in England, tiny little house. I've been there all my life, tiny little house, basic starter homes. It's my home. I don't need many more. I don't need less. I've paid the mortgage off. I don't own a car. I have no credit card debt. I don't own anything other than what's in this studio. This is it. I don't go out. I don't have any hobbies. This is my hobby. I have a wife, an amazing wife that loves me. I've got friends. I have an amazing life. I don't worry about anything. So I just think it's pretty cool to have a crypto coin that everyone can buy. I wouldn't even know how to scam anybody. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to do it. I don't even know how to make the coin yet. I've had a few pointers. I've looked at a few YouTube videos. But you know, and in case there's any doubt in your mind when I talk to you about, you know, I could do all these big shows and I could do this and the other. You have looked at my music channel, right? You have seen my Vegas show. You've seen this. I presume you've seen this, right? This is me doing my Vegas show. I've got the British Philharmonic Orchestra. This is my show. I wasn't hired by someone. This was me. I own this company, right? This is the British Philharmonic Orchestra. These are Vegas showgirls. I've toured this all over the world. I'm not making this stuff up, all right? Okay, so I know how to make lots of money very easily. This here is me doing a theatre show. That's Elton John's jacket he wore in Candle in the Wind. That was made for Elton John. I'm wearing that. Another theatre show. I've got a video when I was singing with Michael Jackson. He's on a screen behind me. I did a duet. I mean, you know, this is real. I don't know what don't know how to tell you really, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't get excited about making money. Nothing excites me. I mean, each of these live streams makes me $2-3. The other day, when I had 38,000 people watching for how many hours was that? Because we had to build up before, like 4 or 5 hours. I showed you on the screen. I earned, was it $260? That's with 38,000 people all the way through. $260. $260. I could go out into a bar as a busker and earn $200 singing in the corner, right? Every day of the week, three shows a day, right? So I hope that answers your question. All sounds too good to be true. That's why I go live, Christopher. If I go live, people will see it's real. If I'm live here all day, answering your questions, giving you my time, the only commodity of any value at all, then that proves to you I'm being honest and genuine. Because I'm sitting here. I've been here for 3 years. I've never gone anywhere. I've only taken one holiday in 3 years. 2 years ago, I had a holiday. I'm taking another holiday this year. You can go and see what I earn on Social Blade. You can see I'm telling you the truth. Anyway, that's it. Good morning, y'all. You've been seeing a green day. Now I own 127 Coca-Cola. At least 127 shares will help me be. Yes. If you own nothing but Coca-Cola, you've got a great, great business. You can just own that and nothing else. I used to do that. I used to, before the S&P, I had 100% of that. Is plug dead by oligarchs? Go and look Martyn Lucas Investor plug, and you will see the Russian oligarch videos. It's terrible. They tried to manipulate me. They wanted me to say certain stuff. Awful, awful. It's got a lot of problems. I don't know if it's over, though. Martin is probably Scottish. No, I'm actually English. This isn't a personal attack, just an amids. No, it's fine. Of course. You're supposed to ask questions. You're tuning in. You don't know me. You're watching on YouTube. Maybe you're not watching on a big screen TV and getting the detail. Maybe you're watching on your phone, just like walking around the house on a phone. Who's this guy? You're not in the frame of mind. You're running in and out of stuff. You sat on the toilet. I don't know. But you're not really getting it. Of course you wouldn't. Of course you want to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with asking questions at all. Why would anyone believe what I'm saying? That's okay. I don't mind that. I will tell you, I am different. I believe everyone. I trust everyone until they lie. I believe living like that is a much better way. It's got me through problems in Africa, Russia, Australia, Japan, China, all over America, all over the Caribbean. I've been all around the world, and I trust everyone. If you're going with a negative attitude, you draw negativity towards you. If you're going with a positive attitude and assume everyone's nice until you realize they're not, it's okay. You just move on. Nothing wrong with that. I prefer to trust everyone. And once you lie to me and I know you're a liar, then it's fine. I'm done with you. I trust everyone. It's a much happier way to live. Searched dozens of other channels related to this topic and found yours. You're the best one by far. I'm bringing your past videos on my free time. I'm binging your past videos on my free time. Thank you for existing. Have a nice day. Kinson Valkus. Wow, that's a nice thing to say. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Very, very kind of you. XOM up 1.86. This isn't an attack, just an admission of not knowing the market and crypto, etc. I'm just putting out there my thoughts. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, Christopher. You'll notice 98% of our live viewers are members. 98%. It's more than most channels combined. So Martyn's thoughts on the Dow versus the S&P 500. I haven't really got any opinion on that. They're just two completely different things. I hope you wouldn't run a Ponzi scheme. No, I certainly wouldn't run a Ponzi scheme, would I? A crypto project I did wouldn't benefit me. It'd cost me money. When are you around people who are so important? When you are around people who are so important, that time is more valuable than money. It changes your outlook. Martyn has been there. Yes. I always associate. I don't hang out with any idiot. Ever. Every time I go out, I hang out with successful, rich, powerful people. Why? Because they've got something to offer. I don't mean you have to be rich, but I don't associate with lazy people, idiots, stupid people. Not interested. You can work in the lowest level of job and have no money, and you're my best friend if you work hard and you're disciplined. But if you're lazy and you can't be bothered and you don't show up to work, I've got no interest in you at all. I've got no time for fools. I see, to do with the frugality. Oh, I get it. Has anyone else done your concept on digital currency? Why can you do something that nobody else seemingly hasn't? Pardon me for being... why can you do something that nobody else seemingly hasn't? Pardon me for being a little bit dubious. I don't know if someone else has done it. How the hell do I know? You know me. Thanks, Leah. Huh? I don't know if somebody else has done it. I've got no idea. What's that got to do with what I want to do? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't got an answer to that. I'm busy. I'm 99% listening via premium. You're watching via... Yeah, I'm busy posting, but I enjoy the show. Yeah, you're watching by YouTube Premium. That's a great way of watching. You don't see any ads. It's honestly a breath of fresh air seeing someone on YouTube being here with everyone and just doing what she likes to do. No idea if you'll turn out to be the right or wrong on NVIDIA, but go for it. Geramo, thank you very much indeed. I hope so too. Yeah, no one knows. No one knows. Absolutely right. But that's why I own the S&P. I don't own a single stock. I own 500 of the best stocks. I own the S&P. I'm happy to buy single stocks. The reason why I don't is I don't want to be seen as a pump and dump channel on Reddit and all those idiot places. That's why I only own the S&P. I also think it's the best asset to own anyway for long-term investing, period. But I wouldn't use margin to buy a single stock either. Let me end the poll because we're going to wrap up this show in a second. 178 votes. Wow. 78%. Amazing. You have one of the best channels out there because you don't sugarcoat anything. I think that's what you mean. No, I don't. What's the point of that anyway? I mean, if you make up stories, right? It's all recorded. Everyone can go back and see everything. If you make up stories, how the hell do you remember what you said last time? You don't, do you? Bloody impossible. If I just made up stuff, right, and then tomorrow I'd forget. I mean, I forget what I did yesterday anyway. So it just tell the truth. It's not hard. The reason why people lie is because they're insecure with who they are. That's all. It's not because you're a good person. It's not because you're a good person. You lie because you're insecure with who you are. That's all. You lie because you're insecure with what you're doing. That's it. It's simple, really. It's not rocket science. Anyway, do you think the market will stay volatile until after the election? Yes, it will remain like this, volatile. Yes. Martin, can you do the same poll like yesterday, where people are from? Yes. Okay, so start a poll. Where are you now? Okay, so we'll put the US, UK, Europe. That's all I can really do. So where are you now? USA, UK, Europe, or other? All right. Late September, early or mid-October, it will turn around. That's backrest projections. How accurate is it? I do not know. Backrest projections. Not sure I know what you mean. What happens to precious metals if Bitcoin goes below 5,000? Precious metals? Nothing to do with it. It's not related. He needs to troll someone of lesser. He needs to troll someone of lesser intelligence. He's not trolling. Christopher Shaw, he's not trolling. He's asking questions. Most of the questions, negative questions or trolls, become members in the end. That's why I engage with everyone. Always, when I started entertaining, there's a very important lesson I learned from a very well-known entertainer. He said to me, Martin, entertain the man at the back of the room, not the one at the front screaming and shouting. The one at the back of the room. He's right. If someone comes in and they're, it's why I deal with the trolls. And people go, I ignore the trolls. No, don't ignore the trolls. Talk to the man at the back of the room. The man who doesn't know what's going on. The man who's confused. I don't want anyone to be confused. Anyone to not know what's going on. And anyway. Right. Before we go, I've got this to do. Our final video. Crash to boom. Crash to boom. Okay. I have too much invested in Nvidia. 50%. Yes, you do. Absolutely, you do. I have always said just own the S&P. S&P owns 6.7%. That's plenty of Nvidia with the stability of everything else. Nvidia 10 years ago, yeah, great. But again, I don't want to just own Nvidia. If I want to own Nvidia, I'll work for the company and then work my way up to CEO. I don't need to invest my money. I just get paid in shares. If you really, really want to own all Nvidia, work for Nvidia and then get on the board and work your way up. Work your way up to CEO. That's what you want to do. Don't just buy all of Nvidia. Have a balanced portfolio. Hey, Martin, I have 15,000 sitting in my bank. That's all saying savings. I have, it's more than I had. I had 5,000 when I started. I have at the moment. How much of it should I invest in something like the S&P 500? Thank you for your time. All right. I can't give personal financial advice. I don't know your situation. If you become a member, you can call into the show. You can be on the show. We can have a discussion that way publicly so everyone can see it. There's the membership link. But all I can tell you is what I am doing. I am fully invested. Money in the bank is a waste of time. It earns no interest whatsoever. I never have any money in the bank. I don't use money. I don't use cash. I have credit cards. I've got perfect credit score in America and perfect credit score in the United Kingdom. Not because I'm rich and clever. I just know how the system works. And by the way, I have shown on screen my credit scores. Everyone has seen it, so I can show that again if you want to. I can dig that up and show you on the screen. But whatever. But money in the bank is a waste of time. I have nothing in the bank. I have $10 in my Bank of America account. That's it. 0 in my Chase. I only have it for the credit card for Amazon. Nothing in the UK. I just transfer the money I need to pay the bills as it comes. That's it. I don't hold money in the bank. The bank just lend my money out. The banking system is rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. I use a credit card. I make sure I buy stuff I can afford, that I've got the money, with the income that I've got coming in. I live in the minimum expenses. I've made my life as efficient as possible. So I don't have to worry about money. I only spend what I've already got coming in. I'm budgeted all the time ahead of time, but you don't need 6 months money in the bank. That's ridiculous. That's for lazy people who don't have discipline. You don't. All my money is in here. And then I use margin as well, because I earn more in the gains than I do in the cost of the margin. And then I just pay off every month my margin, because I bought then stocks a year ago and 2 years ago. And as the years go by, I've got the best price. You should be 100% all in. However, if you've not got an efficient lifestyle, if you've got lack of discipline, your life isn't organized, you're paying too much for a car loan, or you've got debt, then you shouldn't be investing. I got myself straight before I started investing. So I've done lots of videos on that, but I've run out of time today to do a full explanation of this. But I'm fully invested. 100% of my cash is always working for me. Money is ammunition. Money should not be sitting around doing nothing. If it's sitting around doing nothing, it's losing value all the time. Every penny of mine, and I mean every penny, every cent, is calculated, is worked out. I've got a little app on my phone, and I know exactly what I'm paying every single day, all the direct debits, all the standing orders, all the auto pays. I know exactly. They're already done forever in the future. And, I never miss a payment. I know what I'm doing. I can adapt if something goes wrong. And I'm not going to sell a share. I don't need to sell shares. You can borrow against your stocks. There's lots of ways you can do it. But anyway, I'm only buying the S&P from now on. Nothing wrong with that. For 90% of traders, it's the best way anyway. I don't agree. I couldn't agree more. It's easy. It's easy enough to see through super sugarcoaters. Started following, subscribing to Martyn recently. Very curious when he'll go forward with this channel. What do you mean go forward? We gain about 1,000. A couple of days last week, we were like 1,000 subscribers a day. A few days last week. On average, we're doing 1,000 subscribers every couple of days, 2 or 3 days right now. It used to be 1 subscriber a month. I mean, we're growing pretty quickly. We're growing faster and faster all the time. I mean, the original members, if you look for the guys with their 1-year badges and 2-year badges, they will tell you that we used to be here on a show like this with 5 people, 10 people. I mean, today's show, I'll show you. Today's show, we've had Today's show, we've had 1,297 people with an average watch time of 13 minutes. The average watch time on YouTube is a couple of minutes. 13 minutes average. We beat every metric by miles. And remember, only want 2 or 3 people to come in and leave straight away, and that drops. My members have been watching for 3 hours. No one else has even close to that. The reason why we're not growing faster, if you think we're not growing fast enough, is I don't make sensationalistic videos. I don't do what Meet Kevin says, always doom and gloom. That sells videos. That's why the news is always negative. Good news doesn't sell videos. But I'm not going to make up bad stories just to get you to watch. I'm not trying to grow the biggest. I'm trying to grow the best. And it takes time to do that. Do you ever look at dividend stocks? Yes, but I'm too young for that. I've got to grow my portfolio to $1 million. Remember, I do earn dividends from the S&P, and my dividends, thank you, Finn, my dividends pays the interest on my margin, and that is about to get a lot cheaper. So I'm going to make a profit on my dividends. When I get $1 million, then I'll move the entire portfolio into a high-paying dividend stock, which will pay me passive income throughout retirement. But I'm not there yet. I can assure you I'm not trolling. I don't think you are for a moment. Every time I forget a stock, it crashes even more than it already did. Seems like if Bitcoin deflates, then much of the air goes into gold, silver, etc. No? Yeah, I suppose so. But I just think... I think more and more people... See, one of the things I love about what this channel's about is educating people to do the right thing and not be greedy and not be in a rush. Slow down. The S&P is best for 90% of you. And I think, and we've had people say on this show, and you're saying to me right now, I'm just buying the S&P from now on. If I could be known in 20, 30, 40, 50 years when I'm not here anymore, Martyn Lucas got millions of people just to buy the S&P, become rounded, solid, long-term investors, everyone wins. Everybody wins. And I think more and more people are wising up to that. More and more people are becoming more and more intelligent and realizing greed and nonsense isn't the way forward. It doesn't help you. I've got better things to do than that. I like Martyn's channel. Yes, I agree. Christopher's always been great. He's not here trolling me. He's fine. That makes sense then, William. Yes, I opened to the floors in it, none seen at the first glance. Well, for the no video, we can crash the gold. Yes. We can see him from the studio, out of passion for your music and entertaining, mixing with your knowledge. Thank you. We can see from the studio, you do it out. Exactly. And that's another thing. I could be a YouTuber, roll out of bed, not necessarily have a shower. I'm not saying that YouTubers are dirty, but just roll in here, not bother having a shave, not putting a suit and tie on, sit with a baseball cap halfway on my head, right? And just sit on my phone or whatever. No, I don't do that. I do it because it's difficult. I try to build the best live studio on YouTube TV, and I think this is it. I don't think anyone has this studio like this. And it was done to provide the best service and again, demonstrate the insane over-the-top effort that I go to and discipline to provide the service that I do. It's never been about me, but don't think I'm a nice bloke. I enjoy doing this. I like going over the top. I like putting on a show. So, I like doing it. But I do have more than 4% of my portfolio in Riot. I understand the risk, and it could go zero, but it's a bit of a fun investment. I don't think it's fun to own something that can go to zero. I respect my money. I'm always making money, and I never lose money. If you think it's fun, and you believe it could go to zero, you have a very strange definition of fun. That's not fun to me. I don't like losing a single penny. You like the hat, do you? Halfway off the head. I love it. There you go. How come it's taken you till now to get to the stage of just investing in S&P for S&P at 54, 55 from January 24? I happen to agree with this sentiment. I'm just interested to know. Okay. You want to know why? Okay. Right, Christopher. I was going to make another video, but I'm going to have to get off now. I've got to go. I'm going to answer this question for you, Christopher. How come it's taken me this long to invest in the S&P? I tell you what, I'll make a video out of it. Crash to boom. I didn't get a chance to do that. Question at end. Okay. I just got asked a question from one of our viewers. I don't normally make videos out of non-member questions, but I will this time. How come it's taken you till now to get to the state of just investing into the S&P at 54.55 from January 24? I happen to agree with this sentiment, but just interested to know. So why has it taken this long to start investing in the S&P? It's a very good question, actually, because it's a little late. It's very late. But let me answer it for you. So I'll do that right now. Let me just clear the screen and I'll have a one-on-one conversation with you. Why it's taken me until now. Well, we need to go back to the beginning. I left home at 16. My parents taught me to be independent. And like my brother, we both left home when we were 16 and 17. I left home to build my own business. I've always believed in working for myself. My parents worked for themselves. I wanted to work for myself. The name Lucas comes from our connection with George, Star Wars. My godfather was Kenny Baker. Kenny Baker was the man inside R2-D2 and from Star Wars, and that's my godfather. So that's where my name comes from. So I've always been taught to be independent and be my own boss. So I left home at 16 and I went and I started working as an entertainer. I've had the great fortune to tour all over the world. In fact, I visited every country of the world, 195 countries at the time contested. I have been everywhere and paid to go nowhere. I did it all through being employed for special events, weddings, cruises, all kind of events, entertainment-wise. I've gone all the way in entertainment. I've had my own West End show. I've had my own Vegas show. I've been named the World Piano Man, right? So I invested in myself. I also, once upon a time, was asked to stand to run as an MP. An MP is the same as a senator in the United States, and I would have been a member of parliament, so I would have been in government now if I'd stood, because my seat won. I declined because I wanted more life experience. I wanted to see more of the world. So I didn't invest in the S&P. What I did do was build my character and tour the world. I wanted to learn about the whole world, what everyone experiences. And I've had amazing experiences from crazy tribes and crazy people in certain areas, in certain places in Africa, from seeing somebody completely soulless outside the pyramids of Egypt in Gaza, to Thailand, to all over the Americas, to Europe, Japan, China, Russia. I've been everywhere. I've seen a few things. And I spent the time building me, building my business and building my knowledge of the world. I wanted at a younger age to live out my dreams, because as you get older, then you have to look more to the future. When you're young, you can take risks and you can fail. And I'm never afraid to fail. I'll take any challenge, and I've done every challenge. I run Tough Mudder when I was 40, 42, I think it was. I did the London Marathon. I think it's 43. So I'm not afraid to take on a challenge. When those said I could not set up my own business and have a big theatre show with the British Philharmonic Orchestra and showgirls and dancers and put the show all over the world, people said, no, you'll never do it. So I decided one night overnight to cancel all my regular cabaret gigs in the holiday parks and private venues to be a mainstream theatre producer. To take the risk. I'm always prepared to take risks, but you need to do that as a young person. You can't afford to take risks as much as you get older, because time is running out and you need income to provide yourself with an income at the end of life. So when I was younger, I took risks and I built successful business. I built a lot of successful businesses, but one of them, One Night in Vegas, my theatre show, sadly went bankrupt. I wasn't made bankrupt. I declared myself bankrupt, because when we had the banking crisis come to England from America, when all the banks went into there were several banks that went bust. Royal Bank of Scotland, remember all of that? And the credit crunch, nobody went to theatres. Overnight, my business collapsed. No fault of my own. No one was going to the theatre. I knew my business would crash. It would not survive. So I declared myself bankrupt. Remember earlier on my live stream, I was telling you that I know every penny that's in the bank today, tomorrow, next week, next year. Everything is budgeted. Everything is organized. And one thing I am good at is discipline. That's probably partly to do with my military training. I've had lots of discipline in keeping myself in check and order. And I knew there was no way, unless I won the lottery, and I don't even play the lottery, so that wasn't going to happen. There was no way I'd ever be able to pay off the debt I had because the income now wasn't coming in the way it was. So I wasn't prepared to sit around and wait for a couple of years. So I made sure that everybody in my company was paid. I went to the bank, got a big bag of cash. I'm not joking. It was a big sack like Father Christmas. And I paid everyone that had worked for me because it wasn't their fault that I was declaring myself bankrupt. There was no point spending the next 2 years with my head in the sand. And before you judge me for that, I tried to get the banks to renegotiate their rates, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. They said, because your credit score is perfect, you've never missed a payment. I said, I know, but it's going to go down the toilet. There's no point sitting around waiting. Will you renegotiate? No, because you haven't yet got behind. I said, I'm not going to wait to get behind to come knocking on the door. I'm more organized than you are. So sod it. I declare bankruptcy. Well, why would you want to do that? Well, you're not listening to me. It's the right thing to do. I'm not going to waste 2 years of my life going down the toilet just to end back right where I am today. There's no point. So I walked into the bankruptcy court, ended it. Everyone got paid. I paid everyone. Not one single person was owed money other than the bank, who lent me money on credit cards at 23% because they would never fund my business at a normal bank rate. They told me I wouldn't qualify because my ideas were crazy, even though we had the second most popular one-night touring theatre show in Britain, only second to that of the day. We were hugely successful, and we had one of the most famous orchestras in the world. We did the Blackpool Grand, some of the most famous theatres in the world. We were very successful. However, the bank wouldn't listen to me because they just wouldn't. I asked for no funding. I got no funding. I got no sponsorship. I just did it because I wanted to experience it. So I wanted to experience everything I wanted to do. I had an amazing job, an amazing life, and I've done everything I've ever wanted to do. I've been everywhere. I've seen pretty much everything, and I've had a wonderful, wonderful life touring and performing with famous people and doing amazing things with amazing people. So all of that time was about just growing and learning about myself, learning about the world, and living out my dreams. As I then moved on in time, a few things went wrong. I got divorced once. I lost my house, lost my business, lost my children. Few things went wrong in life. Things go wrong for everybody. Not just me, they go wrong for everybody. It just happens that way. It's what happens. But I always just use it and get on with it and stop moaning because there's people far worse off than me. I know. I saw it firsthand. Life moved on, and then I started going on cruise ships. I've done every cruise line of the world over about 37 years. I've performed on every single cruise ship. Name the company, I've done it. From small yachts like Crystal Cruises to the P&O, the QE2, Carnival, bloody Saga, you name it, I've done them all. All right. So then I decided to get myself straight. As you know, I was made bankrupt, so I had to pay back my mortgage, pay it all down. So I went around the world on cruise ships, paid my mortgage off, I bought my house. Then I thought, what do I do? Well, as it happened, I met Leah on one of those cruises. She's American. I came to America to live. I've got my house now paid off in England. I moved to America, got married to Leah, and I was getting gigs. People were booking me. I was doing theatre tours. I did the fundraisers. I was going to raise $1 million. I was on the $1 million tour. I was going to raise $1 million in one night at the American Airlines Stadium where Garth Brooks and all the big superstars play. I started raising money. I got one of these Jack White plaques things. This is for the Lions Club. This is when you raise lots of money for charity. I got one of these, and I started raising money all over the place, doing concerts. And I thought to myself, right, I can make $1 million in one night. And I can. I was going to hire out the American Airlines Stadium. I think it's something like 50,000, 100,000 seats. I can't remember. And I could have sold it. There was no doubt about it. I was selling theatres. I was doing gigs everywhere. COVID came. COVID finished it. I was going to raise $1 million in one night, all for the Lions Club, all for free. Just do it. Unfortunately, COVID came. It broke everything. Everything went down the toilet. All my gigs got cancelled. Right. Now what do I do? So I turned on the camera and I thought, let's go online. How do I want to do this? Well, I used to watch people on Facebook and YouTube sat on their bed, strumming the guitar badly on their phones, and they were getting loads of views. And I thought, look at all these people doing all this online. It's not about views though. It's about doing it properly. So I remembered my theatre days. I remember my theatre show, how amazing my theatre show was. The lights, the production, the dry ice, the smoke, the lasers, the special effects, pyrotechnics, dancers, things flying around, magic illusion. I thought, I want that for my studio. Well, that costs money. So I built this studio behind me. And if you tune in for my music shows, you'll know how amazing it all is. There's all the effects. There's nothing else like it on YouTube. So I thought, right, I'm going to do that. However, what am I going to do? My audience are not on YouTube. My audience are older people who went to theaters, expensive cruise ships, and so on. They don't watch YouTube. No one was watching me on YouTube. No one was watching my music shows. I was singing to myself. It was like 20 people a night. Nothing going on. This is pointless. I'm not doing anything. I'm just singing to myself. So I thought, right, I need to build a channel that would engage the world. Well, I traveled the world and I know everything. There's one thing everybody wants: how to get rich in 5 minutes. How to get rich in 5 minutes. Everybody wants to get rich in 5 minutes. I thought, right, okay. So I looked at YouTube and I thought, right, it's the highest engagement rate of any genre. It's the highest CPM rate. You earn money from doing that. But I knew at the beginning I wouldn't make any money because I knew I wasn't going to make sensationalistic videos. How to get rich on Binky Bonk. Bitcoin's going to zero. Get everyone sell it quick. Not doing any of that stuff. Others were doing it. I thought, no, I'm not doing it.
Christopher Shaw has become a member.
What did I tell you earlier? Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'll give you your perks in a moment. Christopher, thank you very much. So I started to, I built the studio. I decided then to build the channel, and I went live, made a few mistakes. I lost the first three. The first three got cancelled and deleted. Yep, made a mistake. There were a lot of trolls at the time. There were a lot of problems with people setting up YouTube channels during COVID. A lot of scammers, a lot of fraud. I got unfortunately attacked. I lost two or three channels. Those of you who follow me on day one will know we had to launch a show 2 or 3 times. It kept getting deleted. I then started to build this up. And I thought, right, okay, I'm going to be an investor. Now, during my early years, I was making a lot of money. I used to invest a little bit with Barclays Bank. I know how to invest. I made a lot of friends who were very wealthy people. As you know, I've done a lot of big celebrity gigs, and I've worked with celebrities and rich people. So I did know a bit about it, but I never made any overall profit, because by the time you pay all the fees with Barclays Bank years and years ago, this is before Robinhood, you pay like $10 a trade or whatever, you never made any money. So I had a bit of an idea about it. So when I started doing on here, Robinhood was free. I thought, I'll trade again then. And I lost a lot of money. I started investing and I bought Virgin Galactic and I lost $30,000. And I thought, oh, bloody hell, this isn't very clever. And I'm still not earning any money on YouTube at this time, remember? First year and a half earning nothing. And then I remembered a few things that people had told me in my theatre days and the experiences that I had with running for election and all these things. I used to spend all my time associated with millionaires, billionaires, Mark Cuban, Jerry Jones. I told you about the gigs I did for those. And I remembered what they said. And they said, Martyn, be the best of yourself and you'll always succeed. Don't try and be somebody else. Don't try and be Meet Kevin and talk rubbish. Don't be BitBoy and pump Bitcoin. Be you. Be you. Tell the story, be an entertainer, let people follow your journey. That's it. Easy. Just own the S&P. Be honest, because if you only own the S&P, you're not in the class of everybody else. You're not pumping, you're not dumping, you're not selfishly, looking at something else. You're just reporting on the general economy, sharing the story, sharing the facts, and let your channel be the driver. Let your personality just be yourself, and you'll have eventually millions of subscribers. You'll make millions of dollars, and it won't matter that you only own the S&P, because you'll make 10% a year on $1 million. It's $100,000 a year just by owning the S&P. And you're also going to come across as more credible, more media-based, more honest. Just do that. Just be you. So that's what I did. So I went for the first couple of years losing money, buying all the Binky Bonks and the Binky this and the Binky that and the Virgin Galactic and God knows what else. Lost 30 grand. And January of this year, I decided to sell it all and start again, rebalance. And when I did that, I was down big time because I sold at the bottom, not the top. And only a week earlier, I was at the top. Doesn't matter. I'm thinking forward. I'm looking at the future. I'm looking where we're going in the future. So it doesn't matter that I sold at the bottom. It doesn't matter. I posted losses. I paid no tax, which is great. In fact, I got a tax rebate of $1,200, I think it was. 1,200, 1,500, I can't remember. Let's say 1,200, which I then put in my Robinhood and so on and so forth. So I started buying the S&P and getting back to just providing live content for my viewers, providing the best content that I could possibly do for my viewers, and knowing that if I focus on you, not me, and trying to make money for me, I will be successful, because that's how we built the business all those years ago. One night in Vegas never made me any money. Hence, I had to go bankrupt. I had an orchestra, I had showgirls, I had an illusionist. We had the best, the biggest, second most successful one-night touring theatre show in Britain for 8 years. And it was insanely over the top. The money I'd spent was always about providing the best service.
Lawrence Teo donated 14 Singapore dollars and 98 cents through a super chat. What a wonderful life. Cheers.
Thank you. It has been and still is a wonderful life. So I wanted this to be the same. So I'm just focused on you, and every day, whether you believe me or not, and I understand why no one believes anything, because we live in a world of greed and selfishness. I wake up every morning excited because I have the greatest job in the world. I get to talk to people around the world every day who choose to join in. This is one reason why I don't want to do private gigs anymore, why I don't want to play in Mark Cuban's house anymore. And you've seen the videos on my channel. You've seen the shorts. You've seen me with the showgirls. You've seen me with the celebrities. I don't want to. Why? Because if Mark Cuban or Jerry Jones book me tomorrow night, it's because they're rich and they want to put the world piano man in their home. Everybody else isn't there for them, isn't there for me. They're there to see Jerry Jones, Mark Cuban, whoever it might be. I happen to be the hired talent. I don't want to do that. I want to go live in my world. This is my world. I live in this bubble. My brother says, and my brother's, it was in the army, he trained with the SAS and all sorts. My brother said, when are you going to come out of your bubble and live in the real world? I said, I don't want to. This is the world I've created. I've lived in it since the day I left home at 16. I've always done what I wanted to do, always done the best of myself. This is my world, and you choose to come into it. And every Friday night on my music channel, people tune in, and they're all around the screen with me, singing and dancing. You've seen the screens. You've seen all these little spots here. People join in. They sing, they dance, they have fun, and we're building up the best channels in the world. I believe we're going to have the best channels in the world, because it's not about me. It's about you. It's about the viewers. And I think I can play and sing pretty well. There's a reason why I was named World Piano Man. I'm pretty confident of that. I know how to build a studio. I know how to put on a show, but I enjoy it. It's not hard work for me. It's not hard work. I've been sitting here now since, well, I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. It's now 10:30. I get out of bed. I make the bed. First thing I do, shower, shave, suited and booted, get the studio lit up. And I know that I'm about to go live and talk to the world. Is there a better job? No. Does it make me rich? No. Not now, it doesn't, but it will do. But I couldn't care less about that anyway, because what do I need? I've got enough money. I'm okay. I pay the bills. Everything seems to work out all right. So I don't really care. I don't want stuff. I don't need stuff. I don't go anywhere. I don't want to buy anything. I don't ever want to buy anything. I don't want anything, actually. I don't want a new phone. I don't want any new shoes. I don't want any new gadgets. The studio's done. So you asked me how I got in the S&P. You asked me how I built this channel. That was a question for you, and I hope that answers your question. I don't normally go into such great lengths for a non-member, but you've just become a member, which is kind of cool, and I hope that answers your question. All right, there it is. This is my life. This is what I do. Join me, don't join me, but one thing is for certain, I will get up every morning, turn that camera on, and sit here and talk to the world. And I hope to grow the best, most honest, most real, most live, engaging channels, and there are 3, this one, the music and the extra, in the world. And I think we've already got it, and it's growing and growing every day. It'll take time. It won't explode out of the gate. But we're nearly at 35,000 subscribers, and we were only at 10,000 about, 6 months ago? We're growing pretty quickly, and it's accelerating all the time. But doesn't matter. The people are here. Enough people to talk to. I'm having the best job in the world. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. I've got to go, folks. I'm way over time. I want to thank Lawrence T.O. for your amazing super chat. I have had a wonderful life. Every country of the world. Been everywhere. Seen... probably not seen everything. Seems like I have. Someone asked me, what's my favorite country? Without a shadow of a doubt, it's a city in Austria, Vienna. It's like London dipped in golden cream. Love it. You listen, you hear Beethoven and Haydn and Chopin coming up through the floor, through the cracks in the ground, because there's underground orchestras and music galleries. The buildings are alabaster with gold filigree. Gorgeous. Love Vienna. I've been up the mountains of Mount Pilatus in Switzerland. Africa is a beautiful place. North Africa, of course, Egypt. I've been to Israel, Jordan. I've sung in the desert outside Petra doing Nessun Dorma. Canada's an open space. It's a very different place. You got from the cold to the very warm, the lakes and so on. China, Japan, all the gardens of Japan are gorgeous. Russia, it's an amazing place, but it's not a country. It's a whole continent. It's incredible. But Russia's not a continent, I know, but it crosses a continent. So that from north to south, east and west, everything is very different. It's not, Moscow isn't like, other parts. Anyway. Thank you, guys. Right, I've got to get out of here. Way too late. And what I'm doing now is I'm off to a retirement village to pick up my mate. George is my mate. When I came to America, is the first person I became friends with. He's 84 years of age. He's now just moved to a retirement village because his wife died. And I'm making it my mission every Monday at 11 o'clock to pick up George, bring him back to the house. He wants to say hello to Leah today. We're going to have a cup of tea. Leah's made him a slice of cake. She's made a whole cake, but he's going to have a slice of cake, no more, because I want the rest of it. He can bugger off, best friend or not. And an hour or so with my mate George. And then I'll be back on air with you this afternoon for the closing bell. Have you been to Rome? I have most certainly been to Rome. Italy is wonderful. I love Venice. I thought Venice was amazing. St. Mark's Square, I actually did a FaceTime with Leah while drinking coffee at St. Mark's Square. That was nice. Where they had James Bond, come on the gondola. That was nice. I enjoyed running around Athens, the ancient, not the... I can show you a picture. I haven't got time now, but I can show you the pictures of me running around the ancient stadium, the old Olympia, and then the modern Olympics. The track's there. You can run around it. And I ran around it. And, I ran around the Olympic Stadium. Olympia, the ancient one, and the new one. That was quite good. Flying a drone over the Grand Canyon, that was good until I got told off. That was good. I enjoyed that. Germany's lovely. The Black Forest is lovely. I love that. The rivers and the lakes are beautiful. Scotland, of course, I love Scotland. Don't like Ireland too much. It's always raining, always grey. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. Which state are you in the USA? I'm in Texas. Not out of choice, just where Leah was, so I had no choice. Tell George we're asking after him. I will. Martyn, I'm going to Budapest next month and we'll be doing a day trip to Vienna. Can't wait. Vienna, you'll love it. You've got to get the culture, though. Spanish riding school, the music, down. Find a crack in the pavement. Not joking. Find a crack in the pavement. Go to Beethoven. Is it Beethoven's house or Haydn? Bach. I can't remember. I think it's Chopin's house. Chopin's house is in Vienna. Salzburg. Salzburg, in just next to Austria and Switzerland, where they film The Sound of Music. Go to Salzburg. I love it. Love Salzburg. Love Salzburg. It's a state, by the way. It's not a country, but it has its own fridge magnet. It's a state. They like to call it a country, but it's not. Let's all meet January in Rome. Let's do it. Right. So I've got to go because I'm going to be late. So our new member, could everybody please welcome our new member? I'm going to end the poll. USA is 48%. I could have told you this before I did it, but Europe 20%, UK 17%, other 14%. Yeah, I could pretty much tell you that because I've got a good idea where everyone comes from. I want to thank Lawrence for the super chat. Christopher Shaw became a member. Remember what I said earlier? Always entertain the man at the back of the room. Always engage with the person that's questioning you. Your fans are already your fans. They already love what you're doing. The man at the back asking you questions. What happened? He became a member. He was like, what's all this about? Is it real? Is it true? He became a member. All right. Okay. So I've got to go. Let me give everybody their links. There's a special deal, by the way, ending soon. If you want Seeking Alpha, they're putting the price up. But if you want to get it and maintain the price and the discount and the free trial, there's my referral. Apparently, they're about to put the price up. I learned in an email this morning. Alpha Spread, all my members get a free plan, of course, and a discounted version. There's that. Anybody want some free stocks? We've got USA and the UK Robinhood. You can get up to $575 stocks just by setting Robinhood up. Why would you not? I can't remember if that's the USA or UK. I'll give you both. Our new member, here is the how and the why video. This will tell you about all the perks that you get as a member. Watch that, and then you can, of course, get upgraded on Discord. Once you've watched it and you know how it works, create an account, and so on and so forth. I can now engage with you on X. There's the extra if you want to join that. The birthday card, the Christmas card on the All Links page for the newsletter. Here's the USA free stocks. Here it is. There you go. Here is the UK. Here's the UK. Okay. Right, that's that. Thank you for sending me happy birthday. I loved it as much. Ellie, it was great. I love doing it. I next time we do the birthdays, we're going to ask people to phone in as well. Right, I've got to get out of here. So what I've got to do is roll the credits and say goodbye, basically. All right? Basically, say goodbye. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Day trader of the day. Are you up? Are you down? I am up. How do you get the free stocks? Just sign up for Robinhood. I've just given you the links. The UK and the USA. So, okay, day trader of the day. I'm making money again. No surprise, really. Up 1.79%. There you go. Who wins today? Let's roll the credits. Stars of our show today. Stars of our show, we've got new subscribers, Cherish, Robury, Glenn and Finn. Just a few subscribers today, not that many. Members, Snowwolf, Christopher Shaw. Not quite sure why it came up 3 or 4 times. Super Chat, Stacey Bailey and Lawrence Tio. It's quite a quiet one. I actually thought there was more today than that, but thank you guys for being the stars of my show today. Who wins today? Let's have a little look. I'm up 1.79. Rick McGrath goes into the lead, 2.2%. 2.3, Marcus Clostium. Remember, it's a members-only thing. Only members can take part. I've got a few new members on Discord. Give me your username so I can upgrade you. I'll do it back this afternoon. I don't know who you are. I cannot admit anyone that's not a member. Suggestions. We've got a suggestion here. Adding one of these starlight projectors. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thank you, William. Starlight projectors. Ooh. I shall go and take a look at that. All right. All right. Who wins? 2.3. Marcus Kloster. I'm going to give it to you. Thank you for your honest trade. You are our winner today, and thank you for the honest trades. Appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up. Thoughts on Palantir? I've just put out a Palantir video on the homepage of my channel. Look on the homepage and you'll see it. Just look down here and you'll see it. Go to the videos. All right, just go to videos and you'll see I've just done a Palantir video. Warning, it's 178 times earnings. It's ridiculous now. It's overvalued. That's it from me. It's a great business. I love it. And Mr. Carp is amazing, but it's too expensive. What we're going to do now, though, is send everyone to the extra channel. And we're going to finish up by sending you to the extra channel. That's where the family can stay live together. Support 12 hours a day. If you are a member, you can become a member there now for just 99 cents. We do that to keep out the bots and the scammers. That's all it took to get rid of them. Amazing, isn't it? There's the link in the chat. This is what the extra channel looks like. This is behind the scenes. I'm live 12 hours a day here, all the time in between the shows, so you can keep up with what's going on, talk to people, get support. Any breaking news, let me know. I can come back and do it. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for your time today. That's the most valuable asset that we have, and I really appreciate it. It's the best job in the world. And if a job means how you earn a living, well, I now earn a living from it. I probably couldn't, I wouldn't be able to survive if I hadn't already paid my mortgage off and all the rest of it. But nevertheless, it's a living. But it is the best job in the world, and it's a great honor and privilege to be able to do it. That's it from me, so I'm done. I will end the show. Thank you much indeed. I will answer more questions when I get back this afternoon. Closing bell this afternoon, and tomorrow night, of course, the US election. Join me now on the extra channel. Thank you for your time, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other.